Muy buenas a todos, gente, ¿cómo andan? Bienvenidos. Se iba al carajo. ¿Cómo andan, gente? Bienvenidos a un stream, carajo. Vamos, madrugando acá. Vamos, 9Z. Vamos, ¿quién carajo? Le tengo toda la fe. Yo me desperté hace media hora. Yo hace una, pero recién me levanto, onda. Me levanté hace 20 minutos. Gente, acá tenemos la transmisión. Tengo un miedo de la san puta. Dios. Tengo toda la fe igual, tengo toda la fe, boludo. Qué facheros. Con la lean. Vamos 9Z, vamos 9Z, carajo. Dios. Ya ayer fue épico, boludo. No me imagino lo que va a ser hoy, boludo. Me levanté solo para esto directo. Ahí están los pibes, ahí están todos. ¿Ahí están todos o no? Sí, bombardera. En YouTube hoy dan la otra recompensa. Sí, no sé cómo mierda voy a hacer porque lo tengo con otra cuenta. Onda, no con otra cuenta, pero tengo como... Lo tengo con la cuenta personal mía, no la del canal, ¿entendés? Entonces como que no es la misma. Es una verga, voy a ver si lo pongo en celular. Ah, acá, ahí está. Lo pongo en celular. ¡No! Gracias, Maxi.
Sí, que sale hoy.
¿Qué dice? Gracias. Sí, nene, ¿qué sale hoy? Por ahora esto. Ahí está, lo dejo el celular así muteado, dale. Vean el coso. Enseñé el pelo, les mostré, pero es que igual recién me levanto y está oscuro igual. Pero está oscuro, ya les dije. Está oscuro todavía, miren. Todavía está oscuro, pero... ¡Oh! No, ni me peiné, boludo. O sea, yo me dormí y me desperté así. Ahora todavía no me lo puedo lavar, esa es la cara. No me lo puedo lavar. Pero así está, boludo. Pero así está. Vamos a ver con el paso del tiempo, a ver cómo se pone, boludo. Yo lo estoy viendo por dónde lo pasan, dice por ahí. Yo lo estoy viendo por Twitch, que ayer fue el que menos delay tenía. Así que vamos a ver qué onda. Me hacen acordar en 2 minutos ir a ver unos listos que me hice ahí. Alta chapa. Sí, te lo androque. Hola, Luca. Gracias a todos los que están, gente, acá, en serio. Vamos, Team Heretics. ¿Hay Heretics? No. O sí, no sé. No tengo idea. Pero la verdad es que yo voy con 9Z. Por más que Heretics lo amo y todo lo que quiera. Son dos diferentes, boludo. 9Z es argentino, capo. Sudamérica. Vamos a representar ahí fuerte. ¿Cómo anda? Tizi. A ver, le fue con lag. ¿En qué cosa? ¿Está Chihuahua? No, Chihuahua fue solamente por ayer por el Pro Aim. Vamos a ver, sí, Adri. Volviendo. Ese chino me lo recomo, no, da. Somos 285 personas a las 2 de la tarde, guacho. Gente, ya saben, si dejan un like me ayuda una banda, boludo. Mira, acá vamos a comentar con el partner ahí. Vamos a poner el emoticón de nuestro ahí para el machete cara. Ahí está, a casa, ahí estamos. Ni se lo ve, boludo, estamos ahí con el verificado, pero menos 10, boludo. ¿Dónde está? Menos 10, boludo, ni figuramos. Acá está, mirá, machete, mirá. Ese mote es clave, boludo. Ok. A ver qué sale. Si esto no se trae estaría buenísimo, boludo. ¿Por dónde lo están viendo ustedes? Porque ayer a lo mejor era Twitch. Capaz que ahora a lo mejor es Mixer o YouTube. No sé. Hola, lindo con Arami. ¿Por qué canal de la tele? ESPN... No sé cuánto. Sí, igual acá tomó un poquito de delay. ¿Está Oscu? No. Oscu y Chihuahua fue por ayer nomás, boludo. Oscu y Chile eso fue solamente por... Oscu y Chile, a ver. Oscu y Chihuahua. Yo lo puse en YouTube. Yo por acá. Qué grande. ESPN Plus, eso mismo. Espero no sé. Boludo, ¿vieron cómo está eso del orto? La orbe está del orto. Está del orto mal. Oh, la manche con la Mundo Franco. ¿Y Seco? No, Seco no está. ¡No! Lo enfocan al Mongrel y pasa esto. Pero bueno, Hernán. Sí, profe. Vamos, guacho.
Saludos desde Córdoba.
Ahí, pasándola lindo, qué grande, Hernancito. Un abrazo, boludo, pasada lindo. Disfrute las vacaciones merecidas. No, gracias, Blaze.
Supercalifragilístico espiralidoso.
Nah, muy bien el bot, Está muy bien el bot. Si esta música será con Gompi, no creo, ¿no? Tan solo Sony King y de suplente todo esto lagarto, exactamente. Exactamente así. ¿Quién fue en 9Z? Zone y King. Después fue Tuaico y Lagarto, pero de suplente, que no van a estar bien pedo, supongo. Pero bueno. Se atrasará mucho, ya se retrasó, boludo. Puedes elegir a las 2 y no 1:30 ni nada, boludo. Me imagino que... No, imagínate. ¡Opa! Sí, WhatsApp. Ah, que ya estamos. Gracias, Emiliano. ¿Emiliano era? Sí, Emiliano. Beluardi. 3:30 juega San Lorenzo. ¿Qué, la vuelta? No. No, fin de semana. Ay, que empieza. Ay, que empieza. 226.000 personas en gozo. 360 somos acá. Gente, dale. Tenemos ya 300 likes, boludo. Voy a ver el Morphy, que nadie me está parado, boludo.
Okay, I'm gonna lose my freaking voice.
It's amazing. It's like you feel so free. It's ridiculous. And then we just kind of watched like our names pop up on the screen. It was pretty surreal.
It was a huge sigh of relief.
Oh, me estoy comiendo todo el copy. ¿Es real esto? ¿Es real que me estoy comiendo todo el copy? ¿Es real lo que me está diciendo? Son 6 partidas, son 6 partidas. ¿Podemos hacer un resumen de todo lo que es? Ay, se viene, gente. Sí, son 6 partidas, ok. Voy en batalla grande, sí, perdón, que estamos organizando todo todavía. Todavía ni empieza. Empieza. Hoy. ¿Se escucha bien? ¿Hay eco? ¿No hay eco? Dígame todo, por favor.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. This is it, people. The moment that we've been waiting for. 10 weeks.
Mirá cómo le quemó, boludo, ponía mal usado. No hay eco, piola. Chihuahua, Chihuahua y Oscu solamente jugaron ayer por el Pro Am. Pero acá solamente está Zone y King. Metió todas las feas a los pendejos de mierda, boludo. Ojalá. Ojalá, amigo. Ojalá, boludo. Ya saben, top 3 me compro la casaca de 9Z, ya fue, boludo. Ni Seco no, Seco tampoco, boludo. Ni Seco, ni Santidén, nadie. Solamente Lagarto y Tueco, pero como suplente. Porque ya va a faltar alguno. Pero ¿quién va a faltar, boludo? Clasificaron su manito a 50 de ping. Mal, dale. Ojalá, boludo, para representar ahí a Latinoamérica, guacho. Ay, Dios, tengo unas ganas, boludo. Vámonos, pibe, vamos. Gente, dale, 300 likes, guacho. 300 likes y me desnudo. No. ¿Apuesta por si ganan? ¿Qué se apuestan, boludo?
Now I know everyone here is excited to get to the games, and we're going to do so in a little bit. The players are getting up and getting ready to go. I know that each and every one of you inside of this stadium, you're just pumped. You've had your opportunity to go out to the festival. You've managed to meet up with your friends and enjoy some great times here in New York City. And obviously, our players are here to win a world championship.
Si gana te doy algo de la tienda de la noche. Opa.
Standing by with Jordan Fisher.
9Z en el chat, dale, todo en el chat, go 9Z, dale, guacho.
Thank you, GB. You are a handsome.
Hoy te vamos a hacer el aguante, boludo.
Super honest and very forward right now when I say that I've got
ay, qué lindo nene.
in this stadium
Qué lindo
right now that are
nene.
competing together. Two of my favorite people to play with, two of my favorite people to watch, and
Ahí dan una gana,
we have
boludo.
Sean and
No, no sé.
Aiden, one of the most dominating.
Yo no conozco a nadie, usted me va a decir, ¿cómo no conoce a este?
And time again with Sean on mouse and keyboard, one of the
Yo no
most
conozco a nadie,
mechanically
boludo.
skilled and gifted players.
Dale.
This combination of one of you on a controller and one of you on mouse and keyboard, there's got to be some pretty unique strategy that you guys can pull together. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Es asqueroso que
Yeah,
juega.
our synergy is great. Like you said, he's one of the best mechanical players. His tunnels are insane. Like, it's just insane watching him play. And just, you know, me being an aggressive player.
No se
and
nota
having good
tenido, lo
aim,
mismo siempre.
we really
¿Cuánto dinero se lleva ganador? No sé. Debe ser una barbaridad.
Now, Sean, you both competed in the Pro-Am yesterday, which was a lot of fun. We all know that was a very sweaty lobby.
No se nota porque todavía está oscurito.
Your thought process, your strategy going into today. Tell me how that differs.
¿Por qué no fuiste? Me invitaron. Pero dije que vayan otro 9Z, yo me quedo acá.
You need to get kills to place well, but today we're gonna go for end game, play super
3 millones que ganan eso. Hay ley poco y nada.
Fantastic. Well, we're all so excited to see you guys. GB, what do you have for us?
Always a pleasure to hear from the Ghost Duo. They're going to look to go to the top, and they very well might do that. Now, I asked you guys earlier, I said, are you ready? So I'm going to ask you again, New York City, are you ready? Oh, no, I got to take the earpiece off.
¿Se escucha mucho la masticada?
This is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you ready?
No, anda de plata por jugar un juego, la puta madre. Muchacho, el fútbol, dale.
World Cup finals start now. Let's send it over to your casters, Courage and Ninja.
Muchachos,
Ladies
así esto.
and gentlemen,
Está bien, piola. Vamos.
it's time. The Fortnite World
Gente, somos
Cup
500 personas, guacho, dale. Llevamos 400 likes, guacho. Dale, son gratis, guacho, soy una banda, dale. Sin ninjoide.
Well, guess what? I'm joined by a surprise guest appearance.
Alto nivel de King. Yo lo veo re frío, boludo. ¿Qué querés que te haga, boludo? ¿Qué yo? O por lo menos así se muestra. Como la típica de GG malos o cosas así. Y lo veo re frío. Capaz de nada que ver, boludo.
That's it, and it's all led to this. I know the nerves absolutely at an all-time high. I'm nervous right now. I'm just casting. I'm not even playing. Meanwhile, they're paying for $15 million, but it's not your normal Fortnite rules we're going to be playing today. Let's take a look at the format, catch everyone up to speed. I know a lot of new eyes will be on Fortnite competitive today. And Ninja, here's the format for points. So,
ahí está.
this is duos. If you place in the top 15,
un punto por eliminación, no está mal.
they earn 3 points. Top 10, they earn 5 points.
Me gusta, me gusta, me gusta.
Top 5, they earn 7 points. And finally,
¿Por qué le pones el de España? Porque son unos forros, boludo, literal.
Now those points cannot
Saben en un cumple. Ayer me había dicho Conde que le están disparando o pegándole a un cuatri y le está sacando vida al cuatri. Dice, ay, ¿cuánta vida tiene ese chabón? Está, no cumple, lamentablemente. Así que no, veamos mejor el original y fue, boludo.
No, I mean, you're looking at first place 3 million. I mean, heck, I
even third. Hoy Joaquín sí, Joaquín y Son.
Settle for 1 point.
I'll settle. No, we've been playing. We've both been competing for a long time, and I've been competing for almost 10 years. Prize pool has never even come close to this. This is life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely mind-blowing numbers right there. Again, everyone who made it this far,
sí, 300 likes. Vamos a
in their pocket, but their eyes are on that top 10.
La harto juegan no, pues está de suplente. Vamos a ver si.
Again,
No
we
sé.
are live.
Creo que no hay chance que entre, pero bueno.
World Cup
Por la duda está ahí.
Finals. There are so many talented players here today from across the world. We want to hear your thoughts on Twitter. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Really, anywhere you can use hashtags. I know we both have our predictions.
Oh, absolutely.
Who
you want to go first?
No. You go first. Who for you is your standout that you're looking to see if they can take it home today?
Dude, man, I mean, I gotta give it up to Mongol and Mitro. I think they're gonna definitely close it out. They've
Me
been,
parece que el de YouTube hoy tiene menos delay, ¿sí? Ponemos el de YouTube, como quieran.
Hands down, one of the most aggressive duos throughout.
Ponemos los dos y vemos cuál va mejor.
But are they going to do that here? Are they going to go for placement, or are they going to still W key like they've always been doing?
Sí, es verdad. Hoy tiene menos delay ese. Listo.
Last time they played, in the week they qualified, their drop of choice was Loot Lake.
Yeah.
So will that remain the same today? These early game battles, these fights for the different points of interest will be so key. You go with a European duo.
Yeah.
I'm picking a European duo as well. Another young squad, Mr. Savage M and Benji Fishy. Dude, Mr. Savage M is cold-blooded. Every time I met him, I'm scared of him. And they're absolutely insane, as you can see right here on your screen. We'll get those pictures fixed, don't worry, but either way, these guys are two absolute tanks. And Ninja, you've watched all these guys. Yeah. You're absolutely one of the best players in the world, but it's almost like these guys are in a class of their own.
They are, man. I mean, I've competed against some of these guys in some other online tournaments as well, and I mean, literally watching Benji just slay out an entire lobby by himself in squads is... It's like it's art, man. You know what these guys do? It's art. So enjoy.
I know Mr. Savage in a public match got like 40+ eliminations in season 9, which is unheard of. All by himself, solo squads. There are so many ways to watch this weekend. I've been just looking at my phone already. I'm seeing 1 million+ of you guys tuning in. As you guys know, so many ways to
empezará y media, empezará a las 3. ¿A qué hora empezará? ¿A qué hora dicen?
Everywhere where there's live streams. Also, a new Fortnite.com/watch feature that you can go take a look at. You'll see some different individual feeds there that will be a crazy, unique way to watch Fortnite competitive for the first time. I know everyone at home looking forward to seeing their top players perform.
No.
This place now, Ninja, is insane. I mean, this is one of the most ridiculous arenas I think I've ever seen for an esports event, and I know people flooding on in from the outside. I just can't wait to get it started.
Dude, this is literally what I've been waiting for like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
The best of the best, all in the same lobby. All right, in the qualifying matches on Sunday, you're playing against
muy bueno. ¿Quién está hoy? Dígame quién está hoy.
Who are actually here right now, but now this is going to be all of them in the same lobby. Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game during the rotations. I'm going to be taking notes, and you guys should too.
Yeah. Also, other things that note to bring up. We're going to be playing on siphon settings here in Increased Material Favorite. Do you want to explain for everyone at home exactly how that all works?
I'd absolutely love to. So unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination, all right, you're going to be granted with 50 health or 50 shield, depending on what you're missing. And that's also going to give you one They also drop 50 mats of each, wood, brick, and metal. So, you know, eliminations are definitely going to pay off early game to stack up those materials.
Yep, and remember, that is when you get a full elimination, not
So,
if I knock a player, you'll see in this, a lot more times teams will immediately try to finish that elimination.
Chihuahua no, Chihuahua de ayer.
No
está Chihuahua ni no está
look at the lobby screen and,
no está nadie, solamente Argentina está solamente, ¿cómo se llama?
Today, because they got some warm-up games in, obviously, for many of them, it's their first time in a major LAN event. They wound up going through and they were just sitting at the spawn island like they were right now. I mean, look at the build battles happening on spawn island. They're all editing, they're all aiming. None of them are just sitting still. The nerves running through them insane. The average age in today's tournament, 16 years old. Some of these guys are going to walk away with $1 million+ this weekend. At 16,
No, eso es
what would you
esto.
spend your money on? I don't even want to know.
What?
Why not even ask that? Probably
16, man? Just a bunch of
Amigo, ¿qué es esto? ¿Lo vieron?
So basically the same as today.
Exactly.
Lindo no, lindo esta mañana en el de Solo.
It's so much fun, man. Again, people
Mañana
going on into the venue, looking at these duos, looking at these contested areas, right? Loot Lake has been a very hot topic.
Porque sale ese gesto de una.
Aiden had been landing there throughout all qualifiers. You see, Mongrel and Mitro. I've been hearing some notes about, Tilted Towers or Neo Tilted, as it's now called, of where they're going to go. In your opinion, right now you play 6 games.
Yep.
You know how detrimental it can be to your mental state if you have one where you kind of drop right off spawn and get taken out.
Yeah.
What is your game plan here? Are you going for it? You don't care.
¿Qué significa los machitos de plata? No, son rangos.
Shy away. What do you do?
Oh man, these guys have been practicing. They know.
Según hace cuánto estás como miembro del chat, pues saltás match. Empezás con el de madera, después pasas al de bronce, después pasas al de plata, después al de oro, después el diamante y el otro no se sabe todavía porque no hay yo.
Now me, honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play. But dude, in a situation like this, I think that if I saw someone contesting my drop, I'd
Guacho, llené todo de arroz, boludo.
But I mean, you have one bad game, getting over that, that's going to be a huge
mental
obstacle, right? You get knocked first. Yeah. That's going to be something that you're going to be thinking about in the second game, the third game. Oh my gosh, should we change our landing spots? And then if you're thinking like that, it's over.
Está bien, Juaco.
I keep seeing you look down, you're like, eagerly wanted to talk about this map.
El graffiti era con lo de ayer o antes de ayer, si veías. Hoy te dan otra cosa, hoy te que mirar.
The world of Fortnite right now, one of the new limited time modes that is actually going on. Prop Hunt, we watched a little bit of it yesterday, but again, made by Stray Kite.
Che, y Querón, entonces ¿qué pasó ayer, boludo, en el
Hide and
creativo?
go seek game almost, Ninja.
Prop Hunt is the greatest thing that Fortnite has created.
¿Qué pasó en el creativo?
It is amazing. It is hilarious. I mean, we were literally getting like angry and but also just laughing hysterically right when we're about to make it into the incinerator and get our points. It's just so fun. I mean, you could be a toilet. You want to be anything. You want to be
500 personas y no hay 500 likes. Dale, guacho, dale. Dale. A 3:50 tenemos ya. Quedan 3, dale. Todo lo que digan, dale. ¿Cuántas horas hay que mirar? Lo que vos quieras, no hay que mirar nada por obligación. Son hasta las 6 de la tarde, se supone.
This is the most played in qualifier for a tournament
Ganaron
in
dos,
history of gaming.
quedaron
40
quinto.
million competitors, down to the top 200. To be exact, 178 because of the double qualifier players.
Bueno.
That is, you can't even put in your head just how insane those numbers are.
I think it's just important to show and
Tanto gol se baile, boludo.
that continues to change the game. Making these qualifiers online, it just allowed so many of these kids to be here today because they've been able to play.
Ya yo no cuno a nadie. Onda, creo que veo a King y no sé quién es, boludo.
Traveling across the world just to qualify. So.
¿Pero es solo el grafite o hay un camo y todo eso? Hay un camo y un coso, pero es para hoy y mañana, se ves hoy y mañana.
To watch these kids dominate the next freaking 4 hours, 6 hours. I'm ready to stay here all night.
Hey, I'm down to stay here all night. I have no problem with that. I'm sure the arena is as well. When you talk about LAN events, right, you have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across different games and genres. The one thing that stands out to me, though, it will never feel the exact same as it does as playing at home. So for these guys, what are some tips that you can share or you think that they should kind of take into account as they're playing, maybe on LAN for the first time?
Well, do what I always tell people when they're saying, going to a tournament, any advice, right? It's do exactly what you do at home, all right? If you wear socks and no shoes at home, that's what you're going to do. If you don't wear any socks at all or you wear sandals, you wear that. If you wear nothing but sweats and PJs when you're gaming and practicing, that's exactly what you should be wearing right now when you're competing, right? Yep. Don't try to change anything up. Drink what you normally drink before the games, water, energy drinks, whatever the case may be, or, eat what you're going to eat. Do not change anything up. It's very important to get in that mental state of what you do and how you've been practicing the entire time at home.
I've even heard something don't change your sleep schedule. Absolutely for this, literally take it like it normally is. Now, again, we talk about how there's $30 million on the line of the Fortnite World Cup Finals across today and tomorrow, but there's already been $3 million in prize money given away this weekend. That happened yesterday. Finals. Let's take a look.
Peso árabe. De 9Z, ¿qué más? Solamente Zone y King.
I'm Kitty Plays, and we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations.
Dale, capos. Más y media, guacho.
To solidify that title.
It's kind of awesome.
Poco y nada. 3 segundos ahora.
Thriving, it's awesome. I love it.
Uruguayo, ¿será?
Did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today.
También va Lagarto y Tueco, pero como suplente. Sí, están ellos, pero como suplente. O sea, ni van a jugar, es obvio. Peso uruguayo, gracias, amigo. Chau, gracias. Inti.
Conseguí el graffiti, es una piroca cara llorando de risa.
Lo único bueno es el camo, weón. Lo único bueno es el camo. Qué balajero. ¿Cuántos minutos tenés que ver para ganar el graffiti? 20 minutos. Igual el graffiti solamente se puede conseguir ayer y antes de ayer.
An extra $1 million.
It's unreal. Like, if you want to practice with death runs, you need to like do it slow. Don't go in blindly. Like, try and like change everything you do every time you fail.
Suzu, can you see yourself doing even more with creative? I mean, the success of today. Will you continue to go and play creative maps?
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative because I feel like there's a lot of potential in creative still. And yeah, definitely this is my thing.
But I want to go down the line and see what each of you guys plan on doing with that prize.
I'll probably end up like saving most of the money, maybe like some investments.
He's 18 and he just won $336,000. Yeah. What are you going to do with the prize?
Rent?
Para vos gana King, ojalá.
I think rent.
Yo toda la fe, pero hay mucha gente buena.
Save my money. I am gonna be responsible.
Gracias, Neon, por el follow. Todos suscriban, aparece patazo y le mandamos un saludo, guacho. Hoy es el camo, no sé si hoy es el camo, no sé respectivamente cuál va. Por ahora miren loco en la cuenta linkeada.
The Creative World Cup Finals, so much fun yesterday. Again, congratulations to Scissors and his team. $1.3 million won. I'm going to address the elephant in the room here, and it's not Tim the Tatman. You didn't win that, Tyler.
That's correct.
What exactly happened here?
That's correct. No, we got 4th place, but you know, the crew that I picked out.
Oye, yo noto el graffiti mañana se camuflaje. Bueno, ahí
tiene. A good bunch of kids, man. I mean, I think, and I also got to meet a lot of the creators, the ones who developed a lot of the maps. And just a lot of passion from these guys, man. And you know, I was really happy that I was able to, not even me, together as a unit, we pulled in, you know, 300 or 200.
¡Dale, capos!
I mean, little whips, man. You know.
Que suerte no prendí 1:30, boludo. Voy a prender 1:30 y que por la duda.
So incredible, and just another thing that kind of came out of nowhere.
No sé cuántas partidas creo que son matches, son 6. Según me dijeron.
Creative, you know what I mean? It kind of popped up out of nowhere. All these people, so many people. There were hundreds of people here because of creative.
Yeah. And again, I know I talked to Scissors about it too. He can't believe just how far.
Bueno, gente, corto directo, mañana lo vemos.
Hola, Samu. What was your favorite? Was it kind of the prop hunt mode? Was it the run?
Junkyard Juke, bro.
Okay.
Total, mañana empieza, obvio.
Is the most fun game I've ever played. I mean, if you're
¿Cuándo empieza? Se supone que a las 2 de la tarde, son 2:30. Dale, capo. 2:30 tiene que ser, boludo. El otro día, ayer, era a las 5:30 y empezó a las 7:15 por ahí. En la B. A mí me salió nada así. No, no necesita. Va a empezar 4:15. Mal, vieron que a las 4:15 decía que empieza. Estaba programado como 4:15. Capaz ya hace 4:15. Aguantar acá 2 horas. ¿Cómo te la remo, boludo? 3:20 empieza. Acá vamos a estar, boludo. Acá vamos a estar para esperar y ver qué onda. Supuestamente a las 2 de la tarde, pero bueno.
Just getting some final things set up for the games. We can get it all launched for you, but trust me, we're all eagerly awaiting the start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend.
Ya todo esto, ¿vieron la orbe, boludo? Está el orto, boludo. Está el orto, man.
Game is ready to go.
I'm ready. The first Vic Roy, man. Who's it gonna be, guys? All right, I want you guys to scream out your favorite duos right now, man. Let's make some noise.
Who do you think's gonna win today?
Vamos, vamos. ¡Vamos! ¡Vamos!
I think I hear Monroe, Nitro.
Ojo, me lleva la comida.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
¡Vamos! ¡Vamos, Universita! Boludo, no me la esperaba, boludo. No me la esperaba ni en pedo. Arranca esto. ¿Dónde están los pibes? No los veo. Estoy ciegardo, veo puros chinos. ¿Cómo no veo nada? ¿Dónde está? ¿Alguien lo ve?
Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna be eliminated. Who's gonna be the first one?
No veo nada, amigo. ¿Qué?
I mean, literally, I knocked him like, you know, it was the first game of the
game. Ahí lo voy a mungrar, no, nada más. Son todos iguales. Ahí estamos, dale que empezamos. Lo que sí, me voy a poner al otro lado. Me voy a poner acá como ayer. Así no tapo nada.
This is contested.
El contador de suscriptores. No sé qué es. Empezó esta mierda, empezó, Se picó. Se picó, gente. Alto paraguas, sí, está con el de la cancioncita, boludo. Ok, Mr. Savage. O sea, yo no conozco nada, no sé ni quién es solo dúo, boludo. Pero bueno, este con este con este. Por lo menos está colorcito.
And yeah, this is exactly where they normally land. Savage and Benji, they don't always land on top of one another. And you're honestly at a disadvantage if you do land in the same house, because you're going to be getting less shields of one another, right? Less chances of getting shotguns.
Paraguas dorado, ¿en serio? No lo vi, boludo. Volvió atrás, no, ya está, después lo veo, Dese por la World Cup, hoy anoche sale. Bueno, a ver acá. No conozco a nadie, boludo. Ay, qué cagazo, amigo. Estén muy atentos al feed. Estén atentos al feed, boludo.
Now, we mentioned the increased material farming right now, so you're hitting a couple trees, you're getting 20, 30 materials like it's
nothing. No, mira toda la gente que hay acá, boludo.
Dusty Divot, and it looks like Landjock and Punisher go out very, very early in this first game to Tetra.
La cara que en Twitch se ve más lindo, boludo. Acá se ve para el culo en YouTube.
They're wasting a lot of material right now. You can already see it.
La cara de ver estas cosas que termina re cebado, boludo, y va directo al juego después, boludo.
You have to be very, very, very particular with how many mats you're going to use when you're trying to ramp rush somebody, because if you make it there and they shoot you out and you have no mats, I mean, you're left with literally nothing to protect yourself with.
And look at the
Chihuahua no está, boludo.
Tetra hasn't found
Chihuahua estaba ayer.
Shields, but because
hoy está solamente los que clasificaron.
He gets both. That's 50 shields.
Cuando llegas a juego la baja. Bueno, ya terminé de ver el mundial y me hice una partida acá en YouTube, 9 kills, win, easy peasy.
They now have Dusty Divot to themselves. They pushed out the Asian duo,
pushing
towards that top Dusty Divot side of XXM and Mend, and now they're sitting pretty. Divot all to themselves. They've got metal galore here, as well as wood. The one material that really be lacking is going to be stone.
Yeah, definitely going to be lacking stone. They can get a 500 metal, which is going to be their most valuable asset here, landing in Dusty. What I'm just interested to see is, they have no rotation items when you're looking over there, so hopefully they find something that's going to help them rotate later. There are no balls that spawn in Dusty, so no ballers. It's going to be very difficult to make it to the late game if you guys don't have some sort of crazy rotation. Shadow bombs and everything like that.
Acá esto ya sabe que está en modo repetición y como que no está bien donde apuntan. Capaz vos que está disparando allá, pero le está pegando, weón. Qué paja pelear en early, mal. Ustedes fíjense en el feed siempre, a ver si matan a alguien, weón. Alto chinardo.
Underrated landing spot.
I think you can get everything at Fatal.
No miedo todo esto,
boludo. Wood and brick very quickly, and then there's
después lo veo, Valentín, después.
You can gather around. There's a bunch of cars and things like that. Some tractors there.
Muéstrenme aquí, carajo.
But listen, man.
Poné Twitch español, no están en un cumple, literal.
It's kind of a double too, because yes, Sis is by himself, but we've all experienced how easily you can hide in that brush there, in the cornfields.
¿Qué dice? ¿Me hago miembro o no? ¿Te conviene hacerse miembro? A vos. A mí me da igual, lo mismo. Estoy recado de Machete Vilches que juega. Amigo, esto es como jugar un, no sé, el mundial de fútbol, boludo, la misma mierda, boludo. Hay que alentar, guacho. Son y quién está en el escenario.
Reboot Vans, remember, when you get brought back, you only have 100 HP and a common pistol. That will bring a lot of attention over. If you are Scarlet and Bell, are you sprint back over that fight? I think so. Now across the map. An engagement going out between KBB, and his
¿Qué paja pelear acá en early, boludo?
It's very powerful. It's definitely underrated. You can get inside somebody's one by one right there. I mean, there's another
madre, hicieron verga, boludo.
Absolutely wreaking havoc.
Bueno, sí Palomeque, volviste. Sí Palomeque, gracias por ser miembro. Sí, nene. Lo mataron.
Yes, Xro has minis as well as big shields, so we'll be able to get back to full shield. And Yuang now in a tough spot. Do I try to go?
Zax definitely can interrupt this now. He took too long to start home with the rest, but it looks like he's just going to be going for the reloads.
Poner Fortnite 10. ¿Quieren que ponga el español? ¿Pongo español sí o no? Pongan en el chat. Pues están en un cumple posta, boludo. Están en un cumpleaños. Como quieran. ¿Qué otro drama? No, sí, no. A casa. Qué paja perder al principio, amigo. No, no, sí, sí, inglés, no, sí, sí, no. Sí, probá. Bueno, la próxima partida la ponemos en coso. Ahora no, porque es al pedo. Es salir de la partida, no, no. Después lo vemos. La próxima la vemos en castellano, aunque va. Estamos mostrando aquí en show, en serio.
Volvió el rey de reyes para quedarse, cara llorando de risa, 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 Palmera.
Gracias, Palo.
No quiere avanzar su compañero que lo flanquea el grupo. Se van ahora sí en una ventaja numérica. Lo bajaba. Acá está el castigo de Vino y se lo llevan. 2 muertes ya.
Amigo, esto es un asco.
Comenzando con energía y frenesí. Estas primeras partidas volviendo sí al dúo argentino que está todavía.
Sí son. Que no te muestra ni cama, no te muestra nada, boludo. Esa es la paja.
Por su zona.
Hola, macho, Ana Facu.
Anteriormente habían eliminado a la escuadra brasileña WishDP y Gustavo, que habían sido ahí eliminados ya en las primeras zonas, la verdad.
Horrible, pero muchas son, sí. Es lo bueno, ¿no?
Brasileño. Pero bueno, es cosas del Fortnite porque sabemos que solamente llega un solo dúo a la instancia final de 100 personas. Entonces es un poco obvio, ¿no? Que va a ser algo muy, pero muy complicado para todos los jugadores. Pero mientras tanto, mientras pasamos ahí a lo largo, vemos al señor Juan que se está acercando ya a una zona de peligro.
Y se va a buscar el enfrentamiento. Cuidado que lo tiene ahora sí, lluvia de balas, ráfaga de fuego, lo quiere flanquear el buen.
Esto ya lo vimos, capo.
Y lo manda al piso.
¿Podemos ver el otro?
Con su vida y su
Pon el de USA, esto ya lo vimos. Está en un cubo, está con un delay de la zamputa, boludo.
Cobrar venganza, que se lleva a su dúo y parece que lo va.
Está en un cumple, es retrasado. Boludo, nos perdimos un montón de cosas. Nunca más, listo, ya está. Una cagada porque acá no lo muestran, pero bueno, vamos a ver qué onda. El otro, listo. La caga que ahora ya no sabemos qué pasó, boludo. Pero bueno, espero que sea en vivo, boludo.
Yeah, I mean, people are not going to be able to loot. They're not going to be able to loot normally. I mean, you have every single spot is definitely going to be contested or have talented players who are surrounding you. You got to be constantly worried about getting sniped from the side. All it takes is 2 seconds of being caught off guard.
Sí, la bursa.
It dings twice with an infantry rifle, and boom, there goes 160 health, man, just like that.
89 players
left now in the lobby. Arriba a la izquierda.
The duo do get cut down. 45 duos remaining. The second zone has just
final va a ser alto bardo. ¿Sabes lo que va a hacer? Si ayer había... ¿Cuánto habían? ¿20? En el último coso, ahora van a ser 50, boludo. No, 50 no, pues ya quedan... Bueno, quedan 88, no se mató nadie, boludo. Está Chiva, no, Chiva y Oscu fue por hacer. Acá está King y Zone nomás. ¿Qué 50, 60? Gente ya sabe, si dejan un like, ayuda una banda, guacho. Que madrugamos.
Is to just try to get in the dead center of the second zone and honestly just kind of pray that the circle is going to continue to rotate in your favor. I mean, I'm still looking at a lot of these guys' inventories. One guy just gets knocked in front of him, like he's going to try to save his teammate. It's not going to happen. But there's not a lot of rotation items. I haven't seen a lot of shockwave grenades. I haven't seen a lot of shadow bombs. I don't see any launch pads in anyone's inventory.
Yeah.
It's going to be such the rotations late game are going to be nuts. People are going to get lasered out of the sky.
And Letwick by himself in a 1 versus 2 as his teammate did go down. You see Parpy and Volks still quite healthy between the two of them. Over 140 HP for both of them. Parpy still playing in the slow ground, trying to spray out the opponent. And look at the material count for Volks. 135 total builds. It does look like Letwick ran away, but I don't believe Letwick was able to grab his teammates' reboot card. So will basically be by himself the rest of this game.
You know, it's going to be
¿Quieren que veamos esto?
To perform alone when your teammate is not.
No, van medio mal. Por la duda no, boludo. Vamos a ver esto, el original y fue, boludo. Vamos a ver esto, ya fue. Vamos a ver esto, ya fue. Pensé que era algo raro, tiene un cagazo, boludo. No, original, sí, no, vamos a ver acá, ya fue. Y estamos pendientes al feed. Como pasó ayer, boludo. Clip Node también, no, mañana Clip Node, mañana que es en coso, va Clip Node. Mañana que es solo, ahora es dúo, muchachos.
NA East, and you just said yourself, I didn't even know you could farm this.
Didn't even know you could get down there.
This is the beauty of it, right? These are the top players in the world showing off the little things that they know that really no one else can pick up on. Many teams already stacking here as there's so many materials to be farmed up, and for a lot of players, once they get maxed, they don't just stop there. They keep farming to have an excess for more if they need to expend a lot of materials quickly. On the bottom right of your screen, you see a fight going down in Salty Springs. A lot of grenades being thrown right there. That's going to be Serpent and Hype.
Serpent and Hype in a pretty decent spot. If you guys can look on the mini-map that we're staring at, every single team is now in the safe zone. Everyone is safe in the next circle. It is moving in.
Mañana, que está en el solo.
Double sniper is in play. For those of you guys who do not know,
ay, qué lindo el pesado, bro. Esos flacos ya tiene doble pesado, bro, hermoso. Igual no sé qué te conviene hoy en día. Creo que te conviene el otro, ¿no? El sniper nuevo que te marca dónde está la zona. Para estas cosas puede ser clave, bro. Ah, pero ya no está en este modo. Qué gobir que soy. En esta cosa no está el coso. Perdón. Pero el nuevo no está en el mundial, lo sé. Recién caigo, me contesté solo, bro.
And they both fire at the same time and catch you off guard.
There's absolutely zero time to react. And one thing you guys we've talked about are the rotation items. We got 6 shadows for this guy.
El pesado es clave, bro. ¿Cómo va eso?
Spot.
Por ahora tranqui.
And you see the zone did just update towards.
Yo no puedo creer que ya. ¡Ay, mataron a Aidan!
Storm Surge is now in play. Players beginning to drop. 80 players in total in this
boludo, quedan 80 personas. Quedan 80 personas y la zona ya va a ser más chica. Recién arranca la primera, esta es la primera.
With Storm Surge beginning to tick in, Quentin and Lanouf now having to push a fight as Storm Surge is affecting them as well. And you see it just kind of smites them down from the heavens, and there they go.
No puedo ser que la aguante tanto, boludo. Quedan 75,
unfortunate for them, but again, with not enough damage done, they do fall below that threshold.
Jeez, man, Storm Surge just into some pretty tricky situations, but again, man, it just goes to show a lot of aggressiveness is going to pay off for teams, man. You don't want to be put in that situation where, you know, you have to desperate and push.
Se activó la zona. ¿Qué es eso? Recién vi algo así. Ay, lo mataron ahí.
Was that a replay? They just went down.
Hay un Ronaldo, bro. Y saca de 20 los rayos. ¿Qué es para matarse? Ay, qué paja, boludo. Tiene que hacer daño, claro. Qué paja. Ese es malísimo, boludo. Te hace daño, solo te mata, claro, como en la zona final, boludo. Está Willy Red.
Again, it's a slow crawl as everyone begins to drop. Have you ever seen anything like this in competitive?
No, I think that the only time that we saw numbers like this in circles were they didn't really chunk that much and they were more centralized in the beginning of competitive. So really no one had to rotate that much and no one had to fight. So now that these circles are really just kind of moving around the map, you can't really predict them. I mean, you're getting these players who have beating people who are focusing on trying to rotate.
Mundial también, ¿no? Sí.
So many people.
A ver, acá a ver si Omar. Mira, ahí está Mundial y Mitro.
It's just free kills if you guys are in a top position with solid aim, man. We got Texture right now already getting beamed. He's spamming the spacebar, trying to make it as difficult as possible to hit. He sees a lot of, look at it, already trying to figure out right now.
Está por Balsa King. Oh, y este va para Balsa.
Creating these tunnels, more shots coming down. And he's going to be able to make
it. Boludo, se le lagueó todo, boludo.
That's going to be, I mean, if you can get in a position where some players already getting focused on the outside,
¿Cuántas se guarda? Esta es la primera.
Kills too.
Yep, that's right there. They do box up in time. Did take some shield damage, but thankfully they have some minutes to replenish that in just a few brief.
Ahí está Son, ¿lo vieron? Al final. Al final de todos los amarillos.
Right next door as well. Medkit. So they're going to pop every little bit of HP matters. Save the campfire for the late game, it appears.
Está Pedrito,
BM.
In the elimination feed right there. Here's a
ahí está Mungral.
Earlier with his duo, Mitro.
Qué paja que sea modo repetición, de alguna manera lo van a tener que solucionar para el próximo torneo, boludo. Qué buen ardo igual, pues se ve re piola. Pero algo piola, boludo, estaría bueno. Eran lo del fondo, claro.
So he has no spray guns. All right, spray guns are, you know, anything to an SMG, tactical assault rifle, SCAR, anything like that.
Amigo, se reví.
Gotta have to have.
¿Quién mató? ¿En serio?
To kill players and hit
players. No lo vi. Si no es Z. Vamos, nenes.
5 slurps, 2 slurps. 5 chug splashes.
And they already have a slurp ticking. This is insane.
They're super close to the zone as well. They don't have to move too
far.
Yep. And material-wise, look at that, 135 total builds. They're in a fantastic position to make some noise in game number 1. We'll definitely keep up to date.
Qué locura tanta gente buena junta. ¿Sabes lo que es con esta partida, weón? Es demente.
But with so many slipstreams still available in this current zone, a lot of players are going to use that to rotate on in freely without using launch pads or the shadow bombs.
No, estas partidas son un embolio, boludo. ¿Sabes cómo tienes que jugarla con una cabeza impresionante, boludo? Gana 9-7 y me desnudo.
Some of the best, I mean, look at these are the best players in the world.
A ver, tiene que estar acá a la izquierda, se supone, ¿no?
I'm so excited when they actually have to
ahí, mostralo, no, hombre, capo.
I'm sorry, man, I just can't.
Ay, qué quilombo, amigo. Más de 60 pies en esa zona. Mirá que es esa zona, amigo.
So you need things like grenades, like stinks, right?
La revive,
what I like to call them, to force people out of their 1x1s and try to shoot them as they're rotating away and trying to build new 1x1s to dodge the stinks.
You see the stinks.
Ay, mataron a Mural. A casa. A casa. A jugar creativo, malo.
His duo is still alive.
With good rotation, luckily.
Definitely has a bunch to be able to play with. The next Storm Surge has begun to kick on in. Mitro, 12 damage below, will have to begin to put shots down range. The zone pushing as well. So in this position, with the zone at their back, Mitro's goal, spray at players who have to push from the zone. They have one way they can go. They can't afford to take storm damage. They've got to push right out of it. Mitro knows that. Now begins the fire. Dubs just below as well.
Quilombo.
One of the players who qualified multiple times through solos and then
Sí, Taxi. Lo banco a este.
Still intact.
Si no era 1-9-Z, quiero que gane este, boludo. El Dubs. Acuérdense, Dubs.
Everyone knows that.
Very little ammo, though. Look, these are the last 9 assault rifle shots in Dubs' inventory. It is getting scrappy.
Miren el feed,
There's the split. Still, though, only 80, meaning combined between the two.
Amigos, se viene demasiado, boludo. Uno no está preparado para esto. Por más que juegue arena, esto no es arena, boludo. Esto es mucho más, boludo. Gracias, Dubs, sí, yo sé, boludo. Bueno, ahí está la mufa. Ahí está la mufa. Revilo. No, 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 la ve. Opa. Sí, Mega. No, que juega re pancho, boludo. Este seco. ¿Cómo juega así, boludo? Ay, en la B, en la B. Ay, el rayo. Ay, arriba, no estoy viendo la feed. Ay, 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 el rayito. Ay, el rayo. Hizo damage, listo, ya está. Mira, ¿qué es ese rayo? Saca vida porque no hace daño. Tiene que hacer daño constantemente.
Fantastic composure again, one of the young players on this stage looking to try to secure the title of Fortnite World Champion.
Sí, Mega.
No more Dubs. The duo
still okay,
down.
So now
above.
Finally above. Finally above, and guess what? The most important thing to realize, guys, look at that rotation. Yes, he's alone. Yes, his teammate's down. But he has an incredible kit to not only make it to late game, but maybe even clutch this.
No, la escopeta. Ay, 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 ay.
Got the combat shotgun.
Ay, el quilombo.
Shotguns to have late game.
Re pancho.
Long range and close range.
Que de jugar así, que de jugar así relajado, boludo. Ahí está Savage.
Massive amounts of distance needs to be covered.
This storm surge is insane. It's still going on.
Finally taken out.
Sí, Tomás HD. Sí, Tomás.
And this is where things are about to get serious, guys.
Seguro, Alex, para que no rompa tanto. Usé lo de la tormenta solo para eso. Si ya sí se le está rompiendo todo el juego. Son 50, boludo. Mirá la zona que es.
About that assault rifle.
It 100% rewards.
Gracias, Jamie, por el follow. Todo eso que aparece en pantalla, guacho. F-Soul, ¿lo mataron?
Boom, you're gonna get that headshot. You're gonna get 80 points of damage. And there's now the upgraded versions, the legendary and the epic, have 10 shots instead of 8. So I mean, it just packs a punch, man. It can really catch players off guard, and that's exactly what you're going to need when you're playing against these top players who will literally build and protect themselves when they get shot once.
Folks, there are 45 players left in this very small zone.
Ronaldo, ese Ronaldo también, boludo. Gracias, Ignacio.
Players will frantically have to go across the map. Zayt and Saf right now discussing exactly what they should drop, pulling up their map, looking exactly where they have.
Ay, no veo nada. ¿Dónde hay tanta gente acá?
We already got people using shockwave
¿Dónde
grenades.
está King?
This is a very far rotation for the second
No lo veo
open
aquí.
circle. So this is actually going to move very quickly. These people are going to potentially get stuck on
Ahí
the
está King.
pads because
Ahí está King.
building. It's
Ahí
gonna be
está
nuts. And
King.
who's going to try to take the high
150
ground?
de vida.
This first circle goes. This is where people start.
Mirá que es esto, amigo, 40
high ground is
pibes.
everything in
Qué
competitive Fortnite
quilombo.
late game. Everyone frantically moving away from the common enemy of everyone, which is that storm circle. Macwood taking zone damage. Daedra as well.
King.
slowly
Sí,
bouncing
King.
down through
Sí,
with the shadow
nene.
bomb.
4 kills. Nazi.
Does land. Yes, but taking no storm damage, just playing right on the edge of it.
Qué quilombo.
Right on the edge of the zone right now.
Sí,
We'll
King.
just stay boxed up for a brief moment. As now there's 36 players remaining, stomping the elimination feed. Arkram now goes down as well. You can see the elimination feed on the top left to keep track.
Ay, amigo, qué quilombo. Se pixelea toda la verga de YouTube.
This is what tunneling is. When you hear players.
King mató. King mató a la calculadora.
You move with the zone, you tunnel your way in. Give
Bien,
yourself
bien,
cover,
5
but
kills es
not
una banda,
enough
boludo.
materials left. Only 22 builds, and this zone is stacked.
Ah, y ahí
But
capaz
look
está
who's
matando y no
on
ve
the
un
high
pito,
ground.
boludo.
It's Mr. Savage and Benji fishing.
Bueno, tanto se va a pixelar YouTube, la concha de mi hermana.
Good for you, all right. I have to owe you a bet there, man. That's that, all right. Mongo, unfortunately, do you still know if Nitro's still alive? I mean, listen, people are dying left and right, being eliminated.
No veo nada. Está ahí vivo todavía.
Another shockwave grenade. He already had
Está en el medio abajo, a la izquierda. Ahí, a la izquierda. A la izquierda de todo, abajo de todo.
If you really want the chance to win this, you're going to have to try to take
Qué
the high ground
quilombo,
off
amigo.
or have a rocket launcher.
King se mató un nubo.
He's just so weakened. Mr. Savage just looks up and beams the player out of the air. It's all
No,
Benji, Fishy, and Mr. Savage in the elimination feed right now. 24
¿Lo mataron? No, no,
players
nada.
left in this one.
No, está ahí todavía. Está en el medio de todo. Guacho, es un quilombo eso.
All solos, and this is kind of what's going to happen, man.
A mí no puede ser tan quilombo esto, boludo.
It's up to Benji, and listen, Benji's been in this position before.
Ah, lo está
We know he
mostrando.
can handle it. Nitro's still in the game, I
Yo
wish.
pensaba que no lo estaba mostrando, boludo.
Incredibly
Sí,
healthy,
King.
taking some storm damage. Benji's just going to try. Listen, look at the
Ay, King, por favor. No, lo mataron. 6 kills. Bueno, Ricky. Lo está mostrando. Boludo, yo estaba enfocando acá fuerte. Bueno, GG. 6 kills es una banda, boludo. 6 kills y top 15. Top 15 seguro, ¿no?
One of the few, the only duo left. This has a Zayt and Saf win written all over it. Mitro, Mongrel's duo, was all by himself very early on.
Están arriba los otros, boludo, y está el dúo vivo. Están los dos vivos. Los otros están todos solos. ¿Los otros están todos solos o Flasho? Ah, no, el Mega y el Scarlet están juntos. Pero después están todos solos. Gánalo de arriba, easy. Va, easy. Gánalo de arriba. Easy. Ay. A casa.
Zayt and Saf had the high ground and they used it the entire game. Rain fire from above. We're able to make up 5 elims plus 10 players.
Qué lindo ganar una partida así, ¿sabes lo que es, boludo?
Game 1.
Talk about a monster game number 1. You saw the immediate reaction. They know how key that
¿Sabes
was.
qué lindo, boludo?
And I've watched so many games of competitive Fortnite, Ninja. They were the only duo left with still like 18 players remaining. When they get the high ground like that, they send one player down to get close. Scarlet was already weak, and there's just no shot. In the end, the veteran players of Zayt and Saf take game number 1. And you know, Ninja, that was a big topic of conversation. Players with LAN experience, players who've been around the Fortnite competitive scene at these major events for a long time. Will they let the nerds get to them? Guess what? The answer is no. Zayt and Saf take game number 1.
Kept their composure. It was absolutely incredible to watch.
Gente, dale, 450 likes, casi 700 personas, guacho.
And it's only fair that they continue to show their dominance here at the actual World Cup.
Bien, estuvo Ricky. Yo solamente quiero que vean el quilombo este. Bueno, no se nota tanto, pero estoy lleno de arroz, boludo. Estoy lleno de arroz. Ok.
Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy, we have to talk about them for a second as
No le equipo
well.
de
The European young duo, they were on the high ground, it was looking good.
Boludo.
So many players focusing them, the shockwave grenades as well, and they had no healing left.
Si recién ni lo estaba
We
viendo.
have a group full of these players who are literally
Ganó uno aquí y recién me despierto. Esta es la primera. Terminó la primera, hizo 6 kills y murió top 6. No, más. Más de alto, digo. Top 9 habrá quedado, por ahí. Vamos a ver ahora cómo. A ver si muestra el top, boludo.
And that high ground, I mean, it's over, man.
What a sigh of relief.
Incredible first game. And we're only just getting started.
We're only just getting started. Remember,
son 6 partidas, así que tranqui.
Today in the duos competition, in which $15 million will be rewarded.
Pon español directo, muchachos, es muy malo. Es muy malo.
Larviboya compró un cofre /S.
¡No! Gracias, Larviboya, pero bueno.
Fortnite World Cup, get involved in the conversation. Send an ninja
¡Viene! ¡Sí, Maxi! Mañana voy a representar.
Mache, quédate tranquilo, mañana voy representando a Argentina y voy a ganar y te voy a mandar un saludo diciendo que aprendí de vos.
Gracias, amigo. Decora.
High risk, high reward, man, right?
15 kills y son 0, sí, pero es normal hacer pocas kills, boludo. 15 es un dementito. Gente, ¿pueden poner en el chat con Daya? ¿O Mayonde? Pongan todos eso, boludo. No pregunten por qué, es una cosa de Mixer. Se llama una pareja entre dos viewers que tenemos. Uno es moderador, Conde, y la otra es Maya, que está en el chat. Así que vamos a felicitarlo a todos. Se armó una pareja en el stream. Así que un aplauso a todos. Mayonde con Daya. Maya y Conde. Mayonde. Sí,
Larviboya
Mayonde.
invoca a Hola hace para mi próxima partida.
Hola, ¿qué hace? Uno grande, en serio. Lo mejor para su relación. Quiero, ahora comparemos lag. Con lag no, ¿qué va primero? Dice que Mixer va mejor. ¿Viste que Pirro va a estar como ícono? No sabía. ¿En serio? A ver, vamos a ver acá en Mixer a ver si se ve mejor, que dice que verse mejor se ve mejor.
Larviboya me viste de gala para la ocasión.
Ay, bro, me puso que quién es. Ay, ¿cuál está más adelantado? Acá mi escena, obvio, me daba cuenta. Top 9 King. Y está ahí nomás. Pero YouTube va mejor.
Larviboya quiere que caigas en suelta cofres por el chat, porfa.
Tendría que hacerlo, eso lo voy a hacer un día. Pasa que no sé cómo funciona la realidad. No le puedo pasar el ¿Ya empezó? Sí, ya se terminó la primera. Ahí está el top. Top 9, Ricky. 6 kills, alto nazi.
Both of our predictions. And they're still up there. Guess what? Imagine when they're healthy. And when they actually get some good rotation items, I'd love to see how they're going to play.
Bueno, Ricky.
So key. You did a great job pointing out Mitro at the end. Not only does he stay alive, not only does he perfectly use his materials.
Boludo, 9 puntos. Primera partida, el máximo fue 15. Dale, está re Ricky. Más que todo, no, el Mist, este sí se llama. Ah, no. Hay que, pues capaz es combinado. No sé, nunca lo sabremos. ¿Quién representando? La verdad que se murió solo. Y ver estas cosas son muy difíciles.
I am ready, ladies and gentlemen, in this sold out arena. Are you guys ready for game number 2?
¿Ya está? ¡Ya el segundo! ¡Dale! Top 9Z. Claro, quedaron 9, ¿no? Ya está, vamos contra. 3, 2, 1. Vamos, guacho, dale.
Again, I'm just going to keep saying it, the most
Yo acá no sé dónde estamos,
any
boludo.
competition, but definitely Fortnite for me is the second you jump out of that bus.
Yep.
Right, once you hit the ground, once these players
Bueno, si lo ven, díganme. Ah, acá está. Acá están. No lo había visto, boludo. Ahí lo encontré.
And man, I'm looking at these llamas on my screen. I'm just hoping that they find them.
Y su compa sobre 9Z, sí.
The new upgraded llamas at 350 mats.
Dude, they're insane. And they're everywhere. And look, wait, can we look at the map? Look at the north side.
Oh, quiero ver para dónde vamos, boludo.
many players have gotten better at spotting llamas from very,
No,
very
de
far
Perú,
away.
no, creo que Sudamérica solamente está... No sé, no quiero decir una cosa que nada que ver. Dios, ¿por qué hace esas cosas? Tírate por el redondel, a ver si la cagás. A mí me da un miedo, boludo. ¿Por qué te pasa eso? Me cagué. La tiene recalculada, evidentemente, pero no es necesario, boludo. Corre un poquito más, boludo.
So when you get three
Pensé que
50,
se
it's
caía.
done its job for you. You can spend much less time looting and, farming and much more time looting. And look at Zay perfectly using the Shadow Bomb Ninja. For players at home are wondering how he just used it for way more than the 6 seconds it actually lets you use it for. Explain a little bit of
Hay dos dúos brasileños. Ah, bueno, mira. Son las flechas amarillas de King y Son. Okay.
You're going to be able to continue to double bounce back and forth, man. It's an incredible use of the Shadow Bombs, and you see a lot of players do something like that in the late game.
Sí, chinardo, los chinos es clave para caer. Onda, no hay muchos materiales, pero es clave. Y Chihuahua no juega hoy. Ya está, ya jugó Chihuahua. Chihuahua jugó el Pro Am, no el de competitivo.
Everyone near the middle and south side will have to move, and you see in the elimination feed very early on, Elevate does get cut down, so a tough start for the duo from 100 Thieves right there, as you've got to wonder if Arkham's still alive. Either way, though, Daedra and 11Z.
Gracias, Rorro. Justo con RT. Mira cómo se... Gracias, Rorro. Sí, TCH.
Lucky Landing is not really.
Qué lástima que Conde y Maya no entraron como pareja a la World Cup.
One of them is going to be leaving a little bit handicapped.
¿Qué partido van? Esta es la segunda. Parece que ronronea así. Soy un gato, boludo.
Scram and Mexi have lost so much HP off the start of this one just from getting ticks. The spray does come on through. A third party, though, beginning to shoot down on a Yuang. So another player.
Sí, a todos le dan una cuenta con todas las skins y todas las
At
cosas.
Snobby,
Le voy a comunicar que
KBB does go down. It's now Yuang all by himself and no materials left, Ninja.
He can't even take a wall.
They're really, this is an abysmal position to be in. Yuang knows that. Trying to fall back to his team. Maybe sneak a revive, but I just don't see.
A lot of these players really are kind of hesitant. You know what I mean? They don't necessarily. There is a third party now. They don't have a lot.
Vos sos un KBB. No, en la B. En la B, en la B. ¡Oh!
He's gonna get the double and the revive on KBB. And there was some delicious shockwave grenades that just slid down the ramp.
Pero bueno, ese es el hermano de Willy, joder. Pero boludo, qué rico mandarlo a casa así, boludo. Qué linda skin, por favor. Ay, qué lindo escopetazo. Ay, no te calentás por nadie, boludo. Con los ojos cerrados el chino.
These guys are at the farthest point of the storm. Yep. So this is not, they can't afford this fight.
Tanto renace,
they're not going to be able to get materials. They're going to be burning all the materials in this fight right now.
No es malo que juegue esta gente de
Definitely going to need
mierda.
to make up for it.
That was
Hey!
And Landjock and Punisher went down early last game as well, and it looks like Landjock will suffer the same fate here.
Upgraded combat shotgun.
¿Qué quiere decir? Che, ¿y es en modo arena o es en modo sniper? ¡Nah! Llevan todas ya. Bueno, ahora va a ser uno de solamente no-scope. ¡Nah! En creativo, nada que ver, boludo. Lo re pelotudeamos, boludo. 50
Ay. There's the frustration.
El refriega.
Right there, Slacks and Keys, 2 quick eliminations. But you mentioned they can't afford to do that. It takes so much.
Tendría que darse cuenta de escudos, ¿no? Darse cuenta de escudos.
Very far still. Now over to Neo Tilted, Clicks and Skeptic. In a fight.
Got some shield.
Qué skin, boludo, que no salió nunca más. Y es horrible. Y legendaria, boludo, qué hijo de...
Unbelievable.
¡Qué rapidez! ¡Qué rapidez! Pero bueno. Seco y Santidad están, no, solamente Argentina está King y Son.
Skeptic just 8 builds left. They're trying to stay alive right now. They do have the number advantage. Clicks has time to pop 1 mini, and it looks like they're going to go for it right now. They've made the conscious decision to try to build out, but no. They back up for a moment.
finally gets a shotgun.
Yep. Shotgun picked up.
Lo que Shogun.
As well. They want to go for the second elimination. And
we take the. Oh my God! We got some trap talk.
Did he just take the L in real life? Did he just take the L in real life? Homie, this is land. This dude's gonna come over them.
¿Qué están hablando, boludo?
But the Stinks come on in.
Stinks coming in, 22 health left. Campfire down. He has.
Oh, and look who's here.
Third party. Hello.
Look who's here.
Ay, 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 ay.
Take the L in EU.
A ver el creativo.
No.
¿Sí creativo?
I'm gonna show which continent is best. Mitro and Mongrel, full HP, and they storm roll through.
Duel links for Mitro, still
right
plays
there.
down low. Wow, incredible. Let's look at that kid. Gold scar, gold combat, heavy shotgun, I'm sorry, heavy sniper rifle for taking opponents' walls. Look at, they're just stealing and bum rushing, and that's gonna be it.
And there's no shot right there. Skeptic. You saw, hey, putting on a show. I love it. The man does YouTube for
Tiene un cumple, boludo. No me entero de nada, boludo.
A fantastic player. I think
sí, Aidan, qué lindo que sos, Aidan. Qué lindo Maximiliano. Ay, no me. No lo quiero. Sí, le da 50 de vida, boludo.
Now a 2 versus 1. Aiden and Sean. Look at how weak Sean is, though, Ninja.
Sean has absolutely
Sí,
no health.
mapa de
A little bit of shield. Hopefully, we're going to drop some minis here. Aiden being the good team that he is. I'm sure he's calling it out right now. But it is also a 2-on-1, and they don't know, we don't know how weak this guy is right now, but if he is weak, they're trying to trade, and there's a double shotgun shot for over 21 white. Players no shield left, are going to try to put the pressure on. Sean has health, and look how aggressive they're being. They're both one hit. They get that trap.
They're going for it. They're saying,
Ay, Dios.
Throw the trap down by now.
Ay, Dios. Juegan con joystick, juegan con joystick. ¿Tiene eso?
And they'll be rewarded with shields, with materials. And look, Aiden actually, there was 2 big shields.
Yeah.
Aiden's got the full health.
That's incredible, man.
Ya no es excusa la del joystick,
PC,
PC,
Aiden has done 434 damage, has taken 312, and he's near back up to max health. I know Aiden
Gente, dejen un like, soletito, tenemos ya 500, dale, dale, dale. Vamos representando a los L2.
For those of you guys who do not know, the Storm Circle is about to update right now. We just saw
Es
it
muy bueno ahí,
forcing everyone out of the north
Pega más
and
que
east
mi mamá, ¿no?
side of the map. And also, guess what? Every single llama was found.
Yep.
All 5
Boludo, quedan
llamas
84 todavía, a veces se rehicieron pica las pelotas.
right now. A lot of rotation. Oh my God, I can't even. Freaking out, man.
Ay,
It looks like a lot of people.
I love it.
Yeah, we're
Si
looking around.
vayamos
They're all
a
gone.
se da rebaja. Willy Rex,
Airdrop that's
boludo.
left. A lot of players. It's very difficult,
Es
man.
ampeterbio,
Airdrops
boludo.
is super risky. It looks like everyone will come here.
Que va ahí a 2 por hora,
It's kind
boludo.
of funny with this zone, as you see it in the bottom right side of your map. The slipstreams
Que va ahí.
are there to basically help
Haciendo la parecita,
everyone
boludo.
get from the southeast, east, and south side of the map
84 personas,
easily
nada, ¿viste?
into
Son
this
nada.
zone. So if you kind of sit outside and wait for players to move in from the slipstream, you might be able to deal a lot of damage. And remember, you might think, oh, well,
Sí,
there's
500
no way
likes,
to get that
vamos.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm
¿Cuánto tiempo tiene para que dé la recompensa? Supuestamente 20
That comes into
minutos.
play
20
because it
minutos
is
está.
going to happen very, very soon here. We're about a minute away.
Está Tifu mañana está Tifu. El de solitario, hoy es dúo.
84 players left still.
Yep.
Mañana también lo streameamos, a las 2 de la tarde prendemos, como hoy, y sale ver eso.
Does take a bit of storm damage right
¿Quién
there.
está mañana? King y Clip,
And
¿no?
Ninja, like a dolphin. Chug splashes have came into this game and they've completely taken competitive by storm. Are they the best healing item?
I think that, there's a lot of items that get added where, not everyone is all unanimous about it, right? Some people do not like it, but let me tell you something about these splashes. I don't think I've ever seen more positive.
Mañana juega Ninja, no creo. Habrá clasificado.
I mean, nothing but positivity on Twitter.
Moreno juega con Mitro, sí, juega con Mitro.
To some delightful posts.
Delightful,
just some delightful posts.
Yeah.
Those of you guys who don't know what they are, each one splash, they come in packs
No,
of 2,
claro.
stack up to 6.
Ahí está, ve, pondré ahí Mitro.
Health, 4 shield, whatever you're missing.
And they're instant. You throw them down to the ground. And
Lagarto está
they
como
can use
suplente.
to heal you
O sea,
and your
no.
teammates around you, as well as
Mañana
you want
King,
to be a
no.
troll your enemies that you knocked. Here are Mongrel and Mitro in the
Mañana
zone,
juega
and you
Salvador.
talked about this inventory. I'm going to come out and say it right now. There is no way someone in this lobby has a better inventory than what Mongrel has right now. And when you come into this, they were already in your top 3. So they're in a position right now, Ninja, where they have a pop-off performance right here. With only 6 games being played after the first 2, they could be your leaders.
Absolutely. I mean, they were only 2 points away from first, man. Yep. And they didn't even win the game. And Mongrel went down early before placing points were even rewarded. So, Sean in another fight with Quentin and his squad. Sean trying to take some walls here. And he's out of light ammo.
¿Por qué suplente? Porque no clasificaron.
And out of materials.
Te hago suplente porque
So he
te
can't
va a
even
faltar
spray
ahí.
right now. The only thing you can do is spray an AR, and that's not really going to be effective against top players.
Claro, igual que te inviten de suplente. Aprovechás el boom fuerte. Ya sabés que no vas a jugar. Pero bueno, por lo menos paseado, boludo. Hombre, Ricky, hijo de puta, se le puso al frente, boludo. ¡Ay, lo mataron a King! Kingstar lo mató a King. ¡Ay, ay, 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 ay! Chivo jugó ayer, no juega el competitivo. Falta zona, a ver qué onda.
For the duo. Damage down 639. He does go down with a quick edit.
Making plays. Now it's up to Sean. Can he clutch it? Only 2 HP. Got some minis. Picked up some ammunition now for his minigun. But looks like Spades is just way more healthy. And obviously there's 3 other players who are around him as well. So we'll see high ground, smart play, but he's out of meds.
Oh no, he's got wood. He's got wood. He's good. Yeah, we both freaked out.
Gonna put himself in a nice pyramid. For those of you guys who don't know, when a brick or a metal pyramid.
Big thing to note, look at his zone. He has to push. That's it. He has to push. He has 52 health, but the zone is right at his back. He's got to go. Don't even worry about
Ay, la zona, claro.
Getting beat from the side as well. Has a shot and not going to take it down. I mean, that's just the worst position to be in.
Lo mataron a Ronaldo. F Ronaldo. 10 espadas.
And being forced to push in.
Every time you watch
Che, Son, ¿sabes si te vio?
they are always the most aggressive, it appears.
Yes.
If you remember the famous moment, I think for me, arguably one of the most famous moments of Fortnite history was the Nick Merckx and Aiden duo, where they made it into the big bonus about a year ago.
Oh my God.
And a crowd popped off. Well, they're always scrappy, getting into eliminations. Here, the stat popped up for a second. Aiden and Sean had done 680 damage in the game. The average in the lobby was 80. They were 600 above in this lobby already. Unfortunately, though,
¿sabes lo que es revivir a alguien acá?
chance of you going down. Speaking of potential fights, here's Sizlucky and Brush, who we saw earlier on in the last game. Field struggle to stay alive. Now in another tough spot as they're both low on shields and low on health.
Decent rotation items, 2 shadows on the launch pad. Again,
no es que lo remató. Pensé que me decía de revivir de camioneta.
One shadow can get you into another zone. Right? Which is going to hopefully get you those placement points that you need, or even put you in a position to get some.
Rick King murió. Hay que ver. Zone, no sé zone.
Are people going to change how they're going to play, right? Are they going to do anything different here in the World Cup? And guess what? I'm pretty sure we can say that Aiden squad
Malazo con Malazo con 11 kills, macho, guarda. Sí, Malazo.
And that was the top 5 leading into this game. You see it updated again right there on your screen.
3 rondas son, supuestamente son 6 partidas.
At the moment, Petro and Mongrel staying alive, holding this pyramid edit. And for people at home who might not know, he's not exposed right there, right, Ninja? He's peeking through his build.
Correct. As you guys are peeking through a pyramid, you hit edit on it.
Sí, parece que apunta para cualquier lado, y es por el modo repetición, es clave.
Amazing feature. Fortnite Battle Royale.
Fortnite Battle Royale, the ultimate Battle Royale experience.
Ultimate Battle Royale experience, man. Blue T is in the storm, taking damage, a lot of damage, and he's still going to be rotating damage. Well, Thomas gonna have to make some plays. And there goes Rody, actually just got knocked. 66 players remain, and this storm is kind of moving a little bit away from Pleasant Park, but it's once you have a high ground mountain in play, I mean, I'm wondering if it's going to go forward.
There's 3 high ground mountains in play, and
really mixes it up late game.
A drone ship.
Dale todo por llegar a 600 likes, vamos.
Oh, absolutely. If you guys can get up on top of those, guess what? You have ultimate high ground on the map.
Con el Fortnite es muy malo y aparte no muestran bien las cosas. El oficial siempre es 1000 veces mejor.
Also, it's incredibly difficult to shoot players that are up there. 100%. But it's important to know that after the 5th circle closes in, those air vents will stop working. So if you don't have any rotation to get down, glider, redeploy, anything like that, yikes. That's a massive yikes. So you have to pray that someone can launch pad down.
¿Cuántas partidas son? Supuestamente son 6. Onda digo supuestamente porque no estoy seguro.
Most of these teams will mess that up now.
Sí, supuestamente porque va a ser. No, porque estoy seguro, pero bueno, tiro supuestamente para hacerme misterioso, no, boludo, obvio. En español va con delay y es malísimo, exactamente. Gracias por el follow. Todos los que suscriben aparece en pantalla del lado de allá. Le mandamos un saludo y suma el numerito acá. Se murió 9Z. Zone no sé si está vivo.
And they'll be all right. They'll be able to make it happen.
Airwax and Decog, man. Here we go. They have to rotate the farthest. Look at how many stack players are on this side of the lobby right now. They're all going to have to move very soon.
Capaz son también.
Markram and Falconer have a tough rotation.
Murió por quién está los dos. cagué.
Watch them fight a little bit earlier on.
Sí, muy bien lo de
Gets
los
the man jock and punishes.
Voy a esperar la próxima, boludo.
Yep. No, he missed one. He did miss. No, teammate's full. Teammate's full. Don't worry.
Doesn't matter. Geez.
Teammate's
El
full.
que mató a King ganó una
I was playing
partida
with
el
Myth the
año
other
pasado
day,
del
and he
programa.
was using a lot of chug splashes without me, so I'm really sensitive on it. I'm still really sensitive.
We'll let you and Myth handle that one. As
Pacho se repone esto, mira que boludo.
tension there, but we continue to move on in this fight. This is game 2 of 6, folks. The match will be going on
Murió
throughout
15,
the
¿quién
day.
murió? Gracias, Ninja Chucky. Gracias por el follow a todos los que suscriben. Aparece en pantalla, le mando un saludo como
You
fue
see Arc
al
and
Chucky ahí.
Falconer. Looks like they did a duo shockwave to try to
verdad.
fly across the map together.
Good teamwork.
As the frantic rotation begins to move on in, more storm surge.
Hoy a mi Instagram voy a subir un clipardo fuerte, mi mejor clip de Fortnite, lejos. Hoy lo subo, boludo. Así que siempre en Instagram, Machete Vilches todo junto. Mira. Mira ahí. ¿Dónde está Tifu? No, hoy Tifu no está, no clasificó.
For me, it completely comes down to what you have left, what you have in your inventory, where you are at the leaderboards as well. If I'm in a position where I know I need to make some ground up on the leaderboards, I want to rotate early and try to begin to spray back on the opponents to get some free eliminations. If you get the zone on you, you begin to just build on up and get that height so you can spray on down as well. This one, though, again, all comes down to rotation. If you have nothing to rotate with and you're far away, I think you can play late and hope someone else drops a launch pad near you and use that community pad to your advantage.
Yeah, we're looking over here.
Boludo, yo eso lo hago hasta en una pública, ¿sabes cómo me sacaron el ojo?
It's definitely a very delicious loadout.
Yo lo entiendo,
boludo.
Mirá.
And remember,
A mí me hacen verga, boludo.
When KBB did go down, so they're still in this one because
has that beautiful blue combat where he clutched it with, man.
Yes, he does, and all the materials you could ever ask for it. Nearly 100 builds in this one.
You see they're marking right now. I think they have a
Pero
double
que tiene el
heavy
lente tan
combo.
grande, señal grosso.
They're either marking double heavy or they're saying focus this, the zone's closing there.
We're gonna find out soon enough. It literally looks like he's marking exactly. He's trying to look and see. Yep.
Oh, they do a
double heavy cypher.
And Ninja called it. The man knows. They see one. And oh!
You guys saw the pyramid. It's exactly what Jack talked about earlier. You need 2 walls, 2 layers protecting you from the wall so that no one will not take you down.
But they've got the tools, the key to open all doors, as I put it. And this zone, Ninja,
it just moved over a mountain, man.
It just moved onto the side of the mountain, so high ground will be in play. But at the same time, Ninja, half of the low ground still in play. So it's not as bad a position for the low ground players. Here's a look at Mongrel and Mitro. Remember, Mongrel did go down early on in the last game. He's got a back on up.
Sí, terremoto. Terremoto para tu escritorio.
This storm surge, so they're good for the moment. And there's
¿Por qué se switcharon los materiales? No entendí eso. Como que les dio y le dio el otro.
Split half and half match with one another, and then they go and collect the others. And it's just a perfect way of making sure that you guys have equal material.
Look at how weak Saf is. Saf just sneaking up.
Que había vivo ahí en Argentina, no, Sonic y murieron. Son los únicos dos que están.
As well. Everyone focusing these players on the outside. They've got the minigun firing too. The lobby now picking up quick as we move into our
Esa es la paja. Igual quedan 50 en esa zona, boludo. Mío que.
That could be forcing everyone to get into where the safe zone is right now. It's moving in towards Pleasant Park. Guys, this is absolutely insane. 51 players still remain, by the way, in a circle this small. They're just trying to get as many limbs possible.
Mitro on the bottom right of your screen with that minigun has 631 bullets to spray down with Mongrel in a fight. Gets one player weak, but does have to back on him.
Someone else stole the kill from him.
Mitro gets chucked as well.
Still have a launch pad, but again, when you're in a situation like this, with nothing but grenade launcher shots and
Qué asco la granada. La tiene que sacar del jueguito, boludo. Lo dije siempre. La tiene que sacar. Le estoy agarrando literal. Ah, ¿en serio?
Remember early on, Elevate did go down there. So delicious. They go for it. Zane Saf, do they do it?
Do you go for it? There's a launch pad there and so many materials.
This is game-changing loot right now. They've got the builds to go for it if they want.
They're gonna do it.
They're gonna make the play.
A gold
Qué paja, imagínate le toca el pollo, boludo.
That's one of those first plays that can help set them up for 2 victory royales in a row.
Le toca una hipercabezona, boludo.
Oh, that was making a and we know that was juicy.
Ya leíste el año que viene. Yo el año que viene
Listen,
clasifico.
we're from anywhere here to play. Taking out the Evil, they didn't know they took him out, but they're definitely taking their loot.
Yeah, for sure. As they are still above this
still great rotation.
Oh, tiene ahora nada impulso, tiene el hallado bomb.
Both have 2 shotgun grenades and they're gonna go. He didn't get it though. They try to get both at the same time.
Igual la skin toca la desactivan, creo.
This is it. Another massive rotation going to be taken to the center of Pleasant Park.
Pero yo juego con la banana.
Above the threshold.
Bueno, juega con esta, no.
Pretty good right now. The question is, are they going to keep mid ground, go for low ground, high ground? What's the play?
They didn't get the full launch pad. He might have to pay, he might have to use his own. Yes, he does again, and that actually works out. He hits his head on something, which takes him down from having to, you know, fly away with the floor and get beamed. They're going to challenge high ground right now. Zayt and Saf looking to do what many would think was impossible, which is win back-to-back games in the stack lobby. Just saw Falconer in the feed as well.
Ay, qué quilombo, amigo.
19 duos left as we're moving towards the placement points.
Quedan 30 duos.
These duos know exactly that. 3 points if you make it in the top 15, which could be the difference between first and dead last.
What are they going to do? Are they going to prioritize rotation and not taking damage, or are they going to try to play it a little risky and go for the?
Pero bueno, la tercera salió bien, güey. En la primera iba a
definitely open up to a lot of spray.
Dice la regla de la World Cup. Mira.
Someone suddenly taking the high ground on you. So it all depends on how their play style is going to unfold, man.
Many more duos remaining in this game, unlike the last one. Zayt with another elimination right there.
Mira, mucho quilombo,
you got Snappy and Red Rush on the high ground, and Saf
over the play. The high ground
goes to the high ground. Take, will he get it?
He's gonna get it. He has it.
Zayt's got
otra vez ganó la altura este chabón, boludo. Otra vez la altura, boludo. Que van a hinchar los huevos.
Saf is there as well, but Snappy just appeared.
Ay, 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 ay.
Saf and shotgunned him down right there.
Ay.
Zayt right now is gonna have to concede to the high ground.
Yeah, está muy picante,
Snappy. And he's just gonna have to stay alive as long as possible, try to get some placement points.
Le están de todos lados, boludo. Es que si tiene altura es muy jodido, boludo.
Make something happen, and I'm interested to see what he's gonna do.
Cease has been by himself since the first moment of this game.
Ay.
The Elevate went down at 98 players remaining, and he's somehow still alive.
Ay, ya tiene gente arriba, boludo. No.
You've got Derox and Item.
Amigo, hay mucho quilombo, boludo.
Getting chopped down as well. Zayt with about 100 HP. Uh-oh. Here comes Vinny and Zexro. They're trying to challenge for the high ground.
No, en la B. No tiene materiales.
He's gonna be eliminated from the
Se la rebulló, boludo. ¿Qué onda?
Zayt taken down as well. Snappy still with the high ground.
Ok. Quedan gente que no conozco a ninguno, boludo.
And they're gonna take it. They just took high ground. Snappy gave it to him.
And they just got the high ground.
Dale, ¿pueden enfocar a otro? Por favor, enfoquen a otro. Por favor, gracias.
Zexro on hype for the moment. 5 eliminations so far.
Murió Kingsley, murió al principio. Va, no al principio, pero en la mitad más o menos.
Down, right? They want those limbs.
Forward now with eliminations back to back.
Va con
4
Pam.
players left in this
Ojo.
one. Zexro and Vinny sprang from the
Sí,
high
cool.
ground. It's a 2 versus 1. The player right on the edge of the zone.
Oh!
The shot
Oh!
into the air.
Ah!
And he's gonna drop on down to hype for the moment. The spray coming on in. It's not enough. Zexro and Vinny.
TSM takes game.
Boludo, pensé la hacía de arriba,
Good
boludo.
style. Both alive. You love to
Muy
see
bien
it.
español de
The
Face.
victory
Ah, ¿sí?
royale and 7 eliminations. Look at that.
Yo
Vinny's
río.
hyped and Zexro
Reggae,
looks
reggae,
like
reggae,
he was
Gigi
stunned.
Marintosh.
He's on a fast food order. Why am I thinking about food?
Dale, llama 600 likes para la próxima partida, dale.
It's pretty expected at this point, but God,
It's on brand.
2 NA teams have taken game 1 and game 2, and honestly, I think that we can all
F
say
la mano, ay, no lo
that the
vi.
teams hyped up the most have been even. Guess what? Mongrel and Mitro, man, they've also been performing well. They still have so many points from eliminations.
Yep.
Oh man, what a great shotgun shot. They're
Entre los dos,
they're
boludo.
even jumping and shotgunning at the same time. Vinny, pop off.
F
Man.
la
I love
mano.
the pop off.
So hyped it.
Ah.
Start cranking 90s or default dancing in the
Looks like
lobby.
he's trying to talk about literally going
Hell
to the
yeah.
next game.
Yeah.
Like that's what that focus is. That reminds me, I've been in this situation before. He grabbed his hand and shook him for a
mano.
second. That's a top teammate, man. Great synergy.
What a start to today's competition. The energy in here is insane. I am looking around and there are thousands and thousands
Boludo,
of
qué loco
people
sale ese
filling
coso,
up the
boludo.
Arthur Ashe Stadium
Esa
live
locura,
from
boludo.
New York City.
F,
Again,
mano.
my name Jack Courage Dunlop,
Qué
joined by
sad.
Tyler Ninja Blevins.
Gente, ya saben, todo lo que suscriben aparece en pantalla de lado allá. Se agradece una banda y le mando un saludo, guacho, dale.
This weekend,
Ayuden
millions will be
a un
tuning on
pole.
from across the world. There's so many ways to
Madrugadero,
watch,
ña.
and we're just one
Hoy dormí
third
5
of the
horas y
way
media,
done
ahora
with
estoy en la
today's
B,
action,
en la B,
and it's already been fantastic.
I don't even want it to end, man. I could be here all night. These games are incredible.
Yep.
And just listen, if you guys are watching at home, you guys want to be here, right? You guys want to be competing. Take notes.
Yeah.
Watch
¿Qué se
these
dice ahí?
players. Watch
Y
how they build. Watch the
es
fights that they
icónico,
take, the way
sacado.
they rotate. And we'll see you guys here next year, man.
Yo
Guess
llego
what?
a nadie y
Game
rompo
number
todo,
2
eso está
ended
re
with
tranqui.
style with the North American duo of Vinny and Zexro taking it. They're on the
Machete
floor.
Vilches, ¿qué pasó? ¿Dónde están?
Thank you so
Gracias, Alonso. Todos los que suscriben, ahí
Thank you
está,
so
boludo.
much, Courage. I appreciate that. NA showing up
Después de esto,
and
gracias.
taking care of business. Games 1 and 2, Vinny and Zexro with a fantastic in, both together, which is an incredible thing, right? Walk me through the just in-game for you guys.
DSM.
So the comp's kind of hectic because of all the noise, but we're just really good at playing together. Like, we're the longest duo that have played together.
Ya me
So,
suscribí.
yeah,
Simpan Norwin.
Great.
Señor
Fantastic
Win.
work, guys.
Gracias, Antonio, por suscribirte. Todos los que suscriben aparece en pantalla como ellos, guacho.
Thank you so much, Jordan. The duo,
Hoy es directo de noche,
Vinny and
seguramente.
Zexro, you know, they've always been known as being so aggressive.
Yeah.
From all the times we've seen them.
Que vamos a ver con qué este. Dale, 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 dale.
Dale.
¿Cómo fue la segunda partida? Perdieron, lo mataron tipo top 60 por ahí más o menos. ¿Cuántas partidas son? Son 6. Quedan 4.
Playing and practicing. Guess what? They just took the game number 2. You gotta be pumped right now. Once you win one of these games, you can't let up though.
Luego pasar un video por acá, ahora, después.
What are we gonna do next? Hey man, good job, we won that. Let's
¿Cuánto
do it
trae
again,
YouTube por
right?
mes?
How are we gonna change? Maybe even.
Yo gano solamente en donaciones, muchachos. Después me lo digan. Es por amor al arte.
They're not going to take their foot off the gas
Hola,
pedal.
Tommy.
Folks, we have our standings after game
Yo no voy
number
a poder
2.
seguir viendo el
Where
mundial.
are things playing
De
on
dúo,
out?
F,
It
voy a
is
jugar
still
fútbol.
Zay
Ay,
and
ay,
Sap
ay.
at the top. Dubs and Mega at 18
¿Cuántos puntos
points
tenía
in
King y
second.
Coso?
Zexro
9, ¿no?
and Vinny with that
Está re
performance
difícil.
go from
Gracias,
0
Julio, por
points
el follow.
up to 17, Ninja, and that is the beauty
Saco 9
of
puntos
how this
complicado,
plays
boludo.
on out. Anyone can have a pop-off game and come right back.
El primero va a 26, no se ve ahí, pero va a 26.
As well as
A ver si ya sacarlo.
Derox, Item, Forward, and Tux, Snappy, and Red Rush all
26.
While
Y el
Zay
segundo
and Sap have
18.
a nice little lead right now. Nobody is safe
Ahí está,
from
boludo.
the,
King y Zone.
the rest of this
9.
lobby, I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, just take a look at the points.
Bueno.
You got 11 points right
Bueno.
by Mr. Savage. They fell out of the top 10. But look at that. Storm and Epic Whale, 12 points. Daedra, M11.
Quedan 4 partidas si es así, boludo.
All they need is
Dale, 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 dale.
right there, and boom, they'll move up 6 places.
No sacaron
You know
punto,
what I mean?
no.
So it's still anyone's game. All right, 2 pop-off games, 1
Ya
pop-off
dice,
game,
no,
boom,
no
you're
saca
already
nada.
in the top 5.
Remember, if you get 50th place or
Creo que hay
11th
mucha
place,
partida, boludo.
from that whole time in
Gordo,
between,
gordo, ¿qué querés?
you win $100,000 as a duo.
Still.
But if
Dale,
you go
Conde y
from
Maya.
10th up to
Me dice
first,
temporada 10
it
que te
jumps all the
mandé.
way
Ay,
to 3
muchachos.
million. So everyone, eyes on
No
that
hay
top
teaser
5.
todavía.
We are just 1/3 of the way through the action today, but I know
¿Cómo te
we've
llamas?
had a lot of fun up here, Ninja. What an absolute blast. Ladies and
Happy to
gentlemen,
be here, man.
can we give a round of applause to Ninja for hopping in for some guest casting? What a great job.
Thank you, man.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Pleasure to be here.
That's going to do it for us for now up here on the
Opa!
caster desk, but I know Zeke is down on the floor with some notes for you all.
Thank you guys so
Sí,
much,
pecado.
man. What an awesome first 2 set of games from Saf and Zay locking down the
pecado.
lobby to Zexro and Vinny just coming in super clutch. And of course,
Sí,
guys,
pecado.
you've been here. We got to see Ninja. He got to go ahead and commentate some games. So what I want to know from you is, have you guys had a good time? Have you enjoyed it? If so, let's just let me hear you.
150 likes, hay 610, vamos.
You know, that was so-so. Look,
Saludos,
I
Martín.
didn't ask. Have
Mañana
you
la de
guys
solo,
been
mañana la de
enjoying
solo. Mañana
yourself?
prendemos a las 2 de la tarde también. 2 de la tarde prendemos y sale ver la de solo. Que está el clip note y
Obviously,
coso.
we've got quite a bit
Y
more
King.
games left to get through, but you know, if you've been watching for a long time, you know I'm a big fan of everyone that loves Fortnite. It's all about bringing people together. And I like to say Fortnite fam, that's my thing. That's what I do.
Chivo, está siempre la tribuna acá, está en la
A
tribuna.
lot of people from around the
La
world that
aventura
have come here
está.
to
Mañana
compete,
está Chiva,
to
no,
watch, to be
no
part of
clasificó
all of
tampoco.
this.
Solamente
And I
está
thought,
mañana King
what
y
better
Clip Note
way
y hoy Zone y
to give back to you
King. Nadie
guys
más.
than to teach you how to say Fortnite from all around the world.
Sí, sí.
So in just a moment,
¿A
we're
qué
going to
hora
take a look at the
juega
video, and I
Rubius?
can't wait because this is actually the
Rubius
first
juega
time I'm
ayer.
seeing this. A lot of work went into making this happen. So I can't wait for us to watch this together. Let's take a look.
Hello Fortnite fam.
포트나이트 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요.
Привет, Fortnite семья.
¿Qué Fortnite fan? ¿Qué fan?
Yo les fan de Fortnite.
What's up Fortnite fam?
Fortnite 팬 여러분들.
안녕하세요. What's up Fortnite fam? Hey, 저는 Fortnite fan.
What's up Fortnite fam?
Was geht, Fortnite Freunde?
冠军等着我们。
What's up, Fortnite fam?
Yo, what's up Fortnite fam? Are you trying to do the floss?
Sorry, I'm texting.
What's up, Fortnite fam?
What's up Fortnite fam? What's up Fortnite fam?
Seeking?
What's up Fortnite fam? E aí galera do Fortnite?
What's up, Fortnite fam?
Guacho, ¿cuándo tiene?
fam?
Bonjour, comment ça va les fans de
Ouais.
Fortnite?
Good day Fortnite fam.
Cheer off Fortnite fam.
What up, boys?
Da, ahí le pusieron acoso, boludo. Son todos incogibles. ¡Habló!
That was.
¿Por qué no apareció, boludo? Me la rajo.
Just embrace it. We, as a collective, are the Fortnite fam. Get used to it. We're here to stay. Now, guys, you know, there's a few more things I want to take a look at before we hop back into the next game. One of the things to kind of do if you're here or if you're at home, you've been watching Ninja actually had a pretty dope hoodie, a World Cup kind of exclusive hoodie. Would you like one of those things? Would you like one of the crazy World Cup shirts that we have? You can totally get your hands on one. Head on over, retailroad.com. Get yourself a nice shirt. We got some hoodies, we got hats. We even got the little drone that's the battle bus. It looks amazing. The top balloon is actually the drone, so you've got the bus that's really flying around. You best believe I'm going to pick one up and mess around with my family. They're not ready for it. But there you go. There's
no, me compras esa, weón. No, el buzardo violeta reba. El buzardo ese, ¿sabes cómo va? Chivo, comprámelo y tráemelo, boludo. Guacho, qué buen buzardo, amigo.
World Cup exclusive thing. Go ahead and take a look. Now, for those of you who have also been watching kind of all 10-week qualifiers long, you know we love Golden Boy. And there's actually one thing specifically he was kind of telling people as we were going through interviews. And that was, hey, when we get to New York, you're going to be in my hometown. Let's catch up and get a slice of pizza. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute,
¿Pero cuándo puede estar ese uso, boludo? Fuera de joda, pensemos. ¿Dónde está Luca y media fuerte?
Get called out. That's right. Now the world knows. But a few of those players actually took us up on the offer.
No puedo retener de forma es una paja. Va con más delay. Los chavales son una mierda. No te mata la media repetición. La verga.
New York City.
Dicen en forma
We got the
efectiva
Statue of
aquí.
Liberty,
Yo te voy a meter
Central
el
Park,
cuadro.
the Empire State
Pero
Building.
es una verga. Va con mucho delay, boludo. Acá ya lo mataron y acá estamos viendo cómo está saliendo del lobby, boludo.
Players from around the world coming to my hometown to duke it out. But before the action started, I took World Cup qualifying players Aiden and Chinkin out to show them the Big Apple, starting with PC Gaming Cafe.
$30, ¿cuántos son? 3 por 4, 12, 1200p.
What's up, boys? Welcome to the Point. Good to see you. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. All right, fellas.
$30.
Let's go and grab a drink.
Let's go.
All right. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here in my hometown, New York City. Thoughts on it so far? Chinkin, we'll start with you.
Hot, a lot of people.
IGN está transmitiendo.
And a lot of people.
No, tengo virus,
but
gente.
also, welcome to New York. That's kind of the way it is.
No tiene ni miniatura Fortnite, eso unos forros, boludo.
And the population. 40K. I think it was like 40,000 people in the train that you were in on the way here.
Probably.
Yeah, so,
so many people.
Now I want to talk about the competition at hand because obviously this is going to be the biggest opportunity I would imagine of your lives.
Sí, son random, ni en pedo quien juega con esta,
a massive crowd. Is there a way as a player that you prepare?
Estas son repeticiones.
I don't think like there's a way to like prepare for it.
Yeah.
But try to like calm down, not get like nervous, not get shaky and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we should be good.
Clave Laura,
Still
5
crazy
kilómetros
having, like,
de
a
tu
live
casa.
crowd.
Yeah.
I try not to
Che,
take
a todo
tournaments,
esto,
like, too seriously.
¿vieron cómo está el orbe? Está del orto, literal. Pero del orto, del orto.
The casters, and it was like, I was just relaxed, you know, and just I feel like I played better.
Okay, so gentlemen,
Miren.
we're going to be heading off to some different sites around the city. We're going to go to Washington Square Park, so let's go and check
Sí,
out.
Pex. Mirá cómo está esto, amigo.
All right, so now here we are in Washington Square Park again. And I love the fact that we've immediately set this up. Don't know what it is, except for the I'm not too sure.
Está el ortiño fuerte.
While we have this here, let's talk about the competition.
Volveremos.
You guys are potentially going to be facing off.
Vayan a saber, gente, dale, soletes. Nah, ¿por qué lo maltrataba? Me puede seguir en Insta, guacho, dale. Y también, nah, sí, spame todo. El videito este de mierda, si deja un like, me hacen de que yo pueda subir otro video y tener una excusa de por qué lo subo. ¿Le pueden tirar un like, por favor? Tiren un like, ayúdenme, guachos. Comparar eso con el primer día, sí, olvídate. Tiene 1881. Dale, tiene que llegar a 1900, guacho. Tiene que llegar a 1900. Barriate que llega a 2000 para hacer otro video de esto. Si se copan, top skin legendaria, lo buscan ahí, le dejan un liquito. Dale, guacho, 1881 tiene. Pasá el link, ahí lo pasé. 1881, 1884, ahí está la gente ayudando, guacho, dale.
Traigo el último, por fin.
Dale que tiene que llegar.
Top de calidades de skin.
Listo.
Así que nada, gente, espero
Gracias, en serio, ayuda, boludo.
Gente, ¿cómo andan? ¿Cómo andan?
1886, dale. Tiene que llegar a 2000, es la idea. Pero no es, pero me quedo acá, está en YouTube.
Reaccionar a los mejores momentos y nos vamos a poner exactamente en directo a reaccionar exactamente.
Pero Capo empezó hace 2 horas. Nah, Gref, te quiero chupar el pito. Listo, a ver. 1900 1903. Dale que tiene que llegar a 2000, guacho. 100 personas más le tiene que dar un likeazo. Un like, boludo, nunca les pido nada. Solamente les pido eso, guacho. Si pueden, tirar un like y volver, los quiero mucho, boludo. ¿Vos tenés una PC de stream y una para jugar? No, la realidad es que no. Pero bueno, en un futuro seguro. 12.547, síganme acá, la concha de su hermana. 2.547, 2.547. Listo, ya hay like, los amo, boludo. 1920, dale que queda 80, los quiero, boludo. Gracias, boludo. Yo ya le había dado like, qué grande, boludo. Falta poco. ¿A qué hora macho mañana el solitario de la World Cup? A las 2.
You gotta love him. You can't not. He's just the best, and it's really cool that he got to go out, hang out with Aiden, get some pizza, and just tour New York. You love to see it. Now, guys, there is actually a dynamic duo that we want to talk to. We actually have Jordan Fisher.
Dale que se prende esta mierda. Bueno, vamos a seguir con esto.
These guys qualified back from the Brazilian region.
Nunca les pido nada, no, la realidad es que no.
Let's go over to you.
Thank you, my friend. I've got Nix and PFZen here. Nix, you have been absolutely dominating in the last few weeks, especially where the solos and the duos are concerned, being the first Brazilian player to qualify for the World Cup.
Mañana está King en solo, mañana está King y Clipnote. Nadie más. Falta menos de 70.
Você estava dominando nas últimas semanas, principalmente para os qualifiers da World Cup. Você pode falar pouco sobre a dinâmica de vocês?
Hoy, pero esa noche, si es que prendo muy tarde, weón. Va, muy tarde, no sé, pero prendo el mixer tipo 12, 1, o no sé, les aviso por Instagram. De momento, no, y ya está.
As you should in the name of Battle Royale right now. PFZen, you
me quedé dormido. La primera, quedaron novenos.
Who's obviously a dominant player, kind of helping
quedaron novenos.
A solid in-game.
Hicieron, pero quedaron novenos porque quedaron top. Ay, Dios, no sé hablar. Y King se hizo 6 kills y Zone 0 murió primero. Y en la segunda murieron cuando quedaban 60. Está re jodido.
Como é que é isso para você fazer esse
Tiene 9 puntos, exactamente. Tiene 9 puntos y va noveno.
De balanceado da dupla.
Basicamente eu tenho uma.
Já quando está entre o Diego e a banda de Money, sim.
Então eu meio que fico nas backlines e ele vai na frente. Quando a gente tem o high ground,
por
exemplo,
muchísimo.
ele tem a função de ficar em
todo
mundo e eu controlando o high ground. Basicamente é
um lado
estratégico.
High ground.
Enquanto ele é o lado mais agressivo.
Basically, I have more of a support role.
Ya con clasificar ganar la vida de tu vida, es que sí, falta decir. Ya clasificás cuando son 2K de... No, ¿qué 2? ¿Cuánto ganaba clasificando? ¿Cuánto ganó King? ¿1 millón por ahí? 50K, acá, ya clasificando para ese mundial, 50K de dólares, boludo. 50K de dólares. Hagamos matemáticas. No te quise poner pausa, capo. La concha.
Whoa. Jordan, it's back to me.
Me puso cera de más, boludo.
Just found the chicken parmesan. Someone whispered the word and he went running. You just see it. Also, big shout out to Nix and
ya está, capos. Voy a actualizar esto.
This guy knows how to talk, so I talked a bunch of stuff, told him much I loved him. Turns out he didn't understand English, so I had to get a translator and tell him that I love him. But that's how things go. Now, of course, guys, I know what you want. You want more games. We have 4 on deck. So I think for now, we're going to send it back up to Golden Boy and Monster. They're going to get us into these games. So how's CJ Mike Realm? Play us in.
¿Qué hace, muchachos?
All right, huge shout out to DJ Mike Realm, spinning the 1s and 2s here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Golden Boy alongside Machete Vilches, Boricua Boys back at it again, looking to bring you the fun as we games 3 and 4 on deck. And so far, this has been one of the most exciting events I've ever been to. That game 1 was ridiculous. Game 2 did not disappoint as well, Monster.
No, it didn't. I thought for a second there we were going to see back-to-back performances from Zay and Sap. And I mean, we honestly did. Everyone that was in the top 10 contestant, even Miz and Deidre, they were performing. We saw them cut it all the way through. And it's that level of consistency that's going to cut the difference in making it all the way through the top 10 and being a World Cup winner.
What I've loved seeing is that standings page, top 10. International through and through. You got the Japanese players popping off, European players popping off, players from New Zealand. Everyone's putting in every little bit they can. But folks, it's now time for game number 3. The players are all loaded up in the battle bus, and we are about to take off. Let's see who's going to get that much closer to raising the trophy and being your Fortnite World Champions of Duos. Here we go.
Keep it going, Golden Boy, because we are jumping into game 3 as these cameras populate. Your favorite competitors are here. They've made it this far. It's the duo competition. If you were nervous before, hopefully they kicked the bucket over this little break here, and they're back, and they're recuperating.
I know I practically kicked the bucket after Vinny and Zetro won game 2, man. I was feeling it, man. It was nuts. And there they are on your screen. So the drop for the bus here, it's going to be a north to south one going right over that ice biome. It's going to cut pretty much center of the map there. And Vinny and Zextro, I'm very happy that they're performing this well, Monster. This is a duo that had so much success. Even going into the World Cup qualifiers, we all were like, yeah, this is a duo that definitely should make it. This is a duo that, hey, they could even win the whole thing. Yeah. And then tragedy struck as Zextro had a few problems with you know, with his hands, and I'm make sure I'm getting that right. And I'm just bummed out about that.
Bueno, ahora les cuento. ¿Empezó? Sí, empezó.
I mean, that's what you expect of our competitive veterans, specifically Zexro, Vinny. They go back to as many of the LAN tournaments that we've seen.
F9Z, muchachos, son 100 ahí. No sean bobos.
Anyways, look, in here we have UN KBB. He's going to take down Mexi.
Está en el bloque. Siempre cae en el bloque, weón.
Is he close enough? And this is a battle going down in Snobby Shores. So off the rip here, we have players getting dropped. That's actually going to be our first elimination. Lucky for us to catch that one. But there's shots coming in from the Viking Island right up above. And he just kind of turns a corner, sweeps him up, catches that full That's his now. Up to action here, Golden Boy.
Very rough situation being here, but Zextro now looking to engage in this one. Potentially here is going to have... Going to go over to his POV now. Kind of get it's a little wild, man.
No.
It's like just getting the bearings all together here. I think for the players as well.
Sí, hermano de Willy.
Just have that conversation. What are they going to do?
Por eso no tienen novia.
Strategy going into the next game. What is that strategy going to be? Do you mix it up? Do you change your drop spots? These are things that are going to be so important.
Hija de puta.
The time that they can take to just communicate with one another. Now Scram looking to be potentially in a world of hurt here. We heard from Nyx, PF Zin earlier on. This is the Brazilian duo. I don't think they know that. Yes, they're Scram. They're going to be on the so they know that he's around here. They're just trying to sniff him out.
If you were in the players' lounge, you could feel the tension, specifically when we brought up the Brazilian duos, the Brazilian players. These guys qualified, and they qualified with heavy elimination. Nyx especially being one of our only players to like literally qualify as hard as you can in the, you know, for the weekend.
He was at it each and every week. You constantly saw him at the top every single time. It was so impressive, and also qualified for solo, so we'll be seeing.
Viste que clasificó una amplía la
Then you
World
got
Cup.
Scram. He's got 2 eliminations, but he's just hiding this one
Me
out.
muestra aquí
He
de
hears
nuevo de
them
vez en
making
cuando.
all that ruckus, all the noise around him. And Scram just does not want to give up his position. Perhaps he grabbed his
Viste a volver
teammates
el evento de
apart.
Marshmello,
He's
tal
maybe
vez.
looking for that play. But Nix and
Es
PFZ,
posible.
they have to have an idea of where he's going to be located here.
Yeah, he does not want to give up his position here. He's actually just hiding in the basement right now, hoping that these guys just kind of blow by like
Nix es
the win right
el...
here. As Nix and PFZ,
Pues
they
una
think it's
pelotuda,
clear.
¿no?
They think it's all good because they came in and they just wrapped up one of the other players. They actually didn't initiate the battle against Mexi and
El
Scram.
BR, sí, ¿no?
Might just get lucky
El
and
Brazuca que le hacía competencia aquí.
as he hears
¿Puede
this
ser?
powerhouse duo, this Brazilian duo, kind of loot their way through and make their way to the
Sí,
zone.
acá eso iba a
They
decir.
definitely will because they're getting a
Mencionaba,
lot of
obvio.
resources out of this. Scram over in the distance. He's going to be out of there, but now we're making our way over to the action.
Sí, sí, sí.
SSK7.
Sí, 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 que lo vieron, ¿no?
Now looking to push on for this fight here, potentially. Got some shots going off. Crims is going to play that overlook position. Getting challenged there and trying to use that advantage from the download. A little bit of that right hand, right? Just see if you can get a peek in there. Does get tagged up, Crims. Guy does back away there. Does manage to build out. And Spades is going to force him out. There you go. So they're just right now playing for that positioning, and I like the fact that they're using these, the natural high grounds, right? Get to the top, hold it down. Don't really focus too much on just trying to get in their face quite yet. Give yourself that moment of opportunity and really get a lay of the land, and then going for the engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. The best duos will try their best to isolate their opponents.
Para que haya más bola, para que haga más hincapié en todo lo de acá. Es la idea.
Force the 1v1s and hopefully get those free shots and
Ponla
then
ahí,
pursue
no.
the push here.
Bien
So
pedo.
again, look at how now they're split up again. So Spades and Crims are doing a great job here pressuring and isolating their opponents right now. And so far, they're definitely dictating the pace of battle here.
Yeah,
that's what they want to continue to do.
They're suffocating them. Plain and simple, right?
Acá somos todos berridos. Ay, Rafa, qué ganas de unirme con vos, no. Qué ganas de unir nuestros cuerpos, no.
They're having a conversation of what the play is. What is the movement going to be? But Crims and Spades are not going to allow them that opportunity to breathe. That's going to be the down there. Crims managing to knock down Jamside. He's over for 7 SSK7 around the corner. And that's going to be the elimination registered. Both players are going to be out of there. And a big win there for Crimson Spades.
What a clean push right there. Crimson Spades have so much to prove here because when they qualified, they were kind of looked down on, like, wait a second, was it luck? Was it not? No, they're here to show it off and show why they're at the World Cup Finals. But now, hopping back with Miz and Daedra, we saw them have a great game one, came out top 10, and they're still in the running. They're in about the top 10 right now as well, based off of eliminations. Not necessarily picking up too many placement points. They're heavily dependent on just piping up these players at these points.
Mañana evento, ¿no? No, no creo. No avisaron nada, ya tiene que explotar.
Let's see.
Lula, sí. Me compré la skin de la World Cup con tu code. Sí, nene.
I love the fact that you go to this hot spot here, so there is
Mataron
a bunch of free items that you're going to
No juega Chihuahua, no juega, boludo.
You're going to have that circle
Ya jugó, ya está,
advantage
ya terminó,
right
fue
there.
ayer.
So you don't got to worry too much. You can continue to
Ahora
focus
está la
on
de
moving. The high
competitivo.
ground has been lost, though. Miz needs to be careful. Where's Daedra at? He's going to be right next to him. Trying to get these angles.
So what they have to do, they have to stick together. Looking for the sound cues right here. Can they find their opponent? Catch a nice little low ground peak right here. Low ground is definitely underrated. If you can peek out, catch a big shot, you're almost guaranteed a headshot, which is a big multiplier.
Yeah, players don't really think about that, right? Like you always see Fortnite players go after the high ground.
Sí, Cristian, gracias por comprar con el código, gente, ya saben. Machete Vilches en el store de Fortnite, la suena banda. Sí, gusta a vos. Qué asco tener el robot ese, boludo, qué mala leche. Igual no está mal, pero ay, no sé, es raro. Onda, me gusta la skin, pero no para jugar un competitivo, ¿entendés?
This Brazilian duo, Gustavo doesn't necessarily lead the pushes. It's Wishy. Wishy's the aggressive one here. So he has the ultimate high.
Y aparte es exclusiva. Posta, la skin que salieron ahora, por eso está en la tienda tan repetitiva, no van a salir nunca más, lo dicen las noticias, fíjense si no. Todo lo de la World Cup no sale nunca más, boludo, así que si quieren skin exclusivas, ahí la tienen, boludo. ¿A quién le tocó el tiburón? No, eso sí es una pija, pon más cabezón. ¿Ese quién es? Thiago YouTube, boludo. En la izquierda.
Salvo's going to be putting shots down.
Son random aquí, sí, ya está mierda.
He has no builds to work with as well. 19 HP remaining and just a hope and a prayer, but unfortunately for him, that was not
Mira Thiago, boludo.
Salvo's out glitchy. Isn't going to happen for him either. And Miz, he's feeling it. That's going to be 2 elims for this duo.
You gotta love the snarky little smirk
Más
right
menos
there
mañana,
on his
hay que
face
ver.
when you get those 2 points. Feels so good.
It's really good. It feels really good. And then Volks and Parpy. And look at this. Parpy actually dealing with this battle. And this other player that actually got the high ground against him was focus firing on Volks. Parpy pushing back here. I wonder, you get split up like this.
Sí, lo vio, ¿quién quiero decir?
They love playing a
No lo vimos, dice, por lo menos.
aggressive style. They'll box you out if they
Igual quedan 88 todavía, boludo. Empezó a ser una banda.
No
se matan, boludo. Y ellos siempre estaban viendo acción.
And even pulled off a consecutive 5 victories in 8 games
No,
to
man.
qualify for one of the weekends. Volks and Parpy, another kind of reference to game 1. They had a great game 1. We saw them picking up duos, but we haven't seen them necessarily make it through the end game. All they have to do is kind of slow it down here, and that's what they're trying to do, but being split up is terrible.
Also, in the distance, I just want to make note, Wolfie's a very aggro controller player. He's another one. I think that we've seen a fun mixture of players that look to get that safe approach
ESPN Plus, pero eso no es tele,
others
¿o no?
that just want to take early fights, get some points early on, because maybe they're playing that early game strategy rather than like focusing so hard. Like if you get late game, that's great, but you do want to rack up a few eliminations. Look how low the points are that have been thus far in games 1 and 2. Get yourself a few elims and then maybe
Ayer jugó Robles y hoy Thiago.
to that
Tremendo.
top 15, which is very hard given how many players have stayed alive in this game. Games 1 and 2, we were at
Sí, Pex. Allá está Mongrel.
circa 5, I think we were sitting at like 45,
Mongrel.
46 players are just waiting for movement.
Yeah, and that's where that storm
Vete
surge
para allá,
kicks in,
está
right?
aquí.
Does
Es que
damage,
va con
but
delay, onda, capaz está recién cayendo. No, no tan así. Pero capaz pasó hace minuto y medio, ¿entendés? Y no es lo mismo.
When the real pressure's on, you know, the environment shifts, right? Everything changes.
That's right. Everything changes here, and Crew does manage to get that shot off, or attempted to, with that tactical shotgun. It was not going to get the connection necessary there.
Esta no es tan mala, boludo. Prefiero esta a mucha que la que estábamos viendo recién, boludo. ¿Pero lo vendió a su amigo o me parece a mí? Ah, no. Pensé que lo había tirado para adelante, boludo.
They were able to fly on out of that fight. Could have gotten real risky for
Hola, Mateo.
That was a respectful disengage. You only got 6 games here, 2 of which have happened.
That's
they
right.
need big performances. They have to push towards placement and end game. So good on them to kind of back up. And when you have stinkers, there's no defense against it. You get chunked down right through your builds. It really is annoying to go against. And speaking
Es mi
about
cumple, serio, Lauti, feliz cumple, sí, Lauti.
under pressure right now, and that's just going to chunk him down. They force him off of the campfire, and we'll see if he returns to it.
Va a venir workando más. Y si es hasta las 6 de la tarde, boludo. Tenemos 2 horas más todavía, vamos 2 horas. Puedes ir ninja que va sin delay.
Week 10 qualified duo. Last moment you could possibly have it happen, and they managed to pull it off.
Ahí está King y Zone, banca.
The game for them. Another dominating duo in the scene.
A ver,
Airwalks and
Ninja.
Nikov. Airwalks winning the Pro-Am yesterday 2 times now. Lobby. This is a whole new. It's not going to be a cakewalk, and he knows that
Luego
it
Ninja.
hasn't been the best run thus far.
Y aparte acá se ve
for
más lindo,
Airwalks and
boludo.
Nikov.
Yeah, and it was their last final games there. Notice the text right there. The fast track Airwalks
Son
and
tiene
Nikov
negro de
qualified
PC
for the
Plus. Ay,
Fortnite
qué
World Cup.
mal.
In their final 7 games, that's intense. They were struggling so close on the cusp every single weekend, so close to qualifying. If it was 5 placements, they were 6 or 7 like that. It was that close for them. But jumping in here, Crew is going to put some pressure down, and it looks like his teammate has been
¿Te
turned
le dan al toque la
around.
recompensa? Yo para terminar esta partida me meto en el Fortnite de última. Va, no me conviene, no me conviene. Bueno, sí, no sé.
Septic took out X-Men, and then I think I saw XXM pop up there on the receiving end of a shot there, so we'll be out of the action
A mí me la
as
dieron.
well.
Ah, ¿sabes qué puedo hacer? Puedo entrar acá,
One
en celular.
elimination.
Ahí sí me la
Going to
dan.
be looking to get as many points as possible. Now we're going to be sitting with 40 duos left alive. We're going into the next
Voy a traer
circle
Fortnite
here
celular.
in just a little bit. It's going to
Dale.
start to collapse. Salty Springs
Compré PC Blue con tu código. ¿Qué recompensa la que linkeas con YouTube y te dan grafitis por ver la transmisión?
Sticking around there, so maybe trying to get some last-minute loot, perhaps. We'll have to see.
Here is Parpy looking for that peak. Volks and Parpy always tend to stay together, but wait a second, that was a tricky little shockwave right there. He did try to sneak his way into the build. He takes the wall. What are you going to do with it?
No lo hice. Y pero ahora si lo está viendo,
he gets it on land, takes the wall. 184. Crew's excitement. You can feel it from here. That was a huge shot. With the new tactical shotgun, the legendary.
That's right. When you're feeling it, man. He went right for the fight. Ambitious, the young player there from Sweden, 15 years of age, man, and he's playing for millions of dollars.
No es una pija, pero bueno, es gratis.
They're just young ones. We have a lot of young players here.
Coso y esto tiene que estar acá, ¿no?
This could be them.
Va algo así, tiene que ser para allá. Para allá.
As well as Mitro, Aiden there in the corner.
Sí, la grafita, pero vamos a poner que está bien.
And Vinny, no eliminations to their name thus far. I mentioned Wolfie's aggro controller player. He went right for Nick.
No se me actualiza el form de mierda, bro.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Wolfie hopefully catch some more highlights.
Y eso seguro sean. Eso puede ser. Puede ser Sonicoso. Mataron a Zone, ¿en serio? Murieron los dos. Así murió en el anterior. A los 60, 70, sí.
Here you have Cease and Elevate. They haven't found the rhythm.
They've been a little quiet, man. They won WSOE, a great duo that has had success in the past. But this has just not been their game so far. Got to get something to turn it around. The talent is certainly there. I think I saw someone on the Fortnite competitive Reddit mention, why is no one talking about and I think it's just important to note that in order for us to talk about it, they got to start doing some things. And I think Games 1 and 2 has not been their game.
Yeah, and I mean, we were there in the warm-up rounds. A lot of players were not necessarily revealing strategy, but that's a huge shot on Ziff right there. As Mitro flying down the field right there.
Packet. Dear me. All right, so back into the action at hand. We're going to have 36 duos left in this. Notable names, obviously, in dubs. Benji Fishy, Mr. Savage. A lot of people in the crowd popped for Benji Fisher when he walked out, as well as Mr. Savage. For due reason, this is a stupendous duo. The double snipe combination from Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage.
Big shot right there, these double snipes, you gotta be careful. There's no standing still in a box here. Right there, they line up another.
Right.
Not quite successful that time around, but hey, all damage matters. Storm Surge, you want to be dealing damage. You cannot stay idle. There are no free passes at the World Cup.
That's what happened in Game 1, man. The Storm Surge claimed a lot of victims. You have to be engaged in the fight. You cannot stay still. There's Fwexy and Letwick on the move. Nyrox right behind him. Cooler organization. Benji Fishy's going to be down. Just saw that one off on the side. Mr. Savage now having to deal with a player that had engaged on him.
Qué bardo,
get built above. He just needs to wait this one out here, but Benji does get cleaned up. Yeah, that was going to be Fwexy.
And that was such a sneaky.
Claro, más que nada para que no se elija la misma, ¿no? ¿Será? Para que no se elija la misma, la típica que se pone todos los dos mismos skins, los dos, para distraer.
He ate a shotgun to the face, and that's why Benji goes down. And I love what Savage did here. He just went for high ground. He had to immediately get out of there and leave his duo behind. So, what can Mr. Savage do? One of the best mechanical players here today. What can he do by himself?
Igual ojo que el ciclón está bastante bien. El otro día vi San Lorenzo por la Libertadores, que hace 800 años no veía a San Lorenzo. Y no está mal. Pero no se va a quedar el otro por aquí, claro.
Put some pressure on them. Now you see that half-out circle. Only 2 duos are going to be inside of there. So everyone's going to have to start to move over to that east side. It's going to be a struggle for so many players. They're starting to make the moves right now. They want to try and gatekeep, prevent these players from getting inside.
This is a team we want to watch right now during this rotation. Mongrel and Mitro, they are masters at executing, especially when they have mobility like this to cut across the field. They are on the hunt right now, and there's no reason for them to rush. Once they spot out someone, they're gonna pounce.
Creo que le toque una mina mal.
Yeah, they're gonna wait for you to make that mistake.
Igual sigue siendo skins, son exactamente iguales, pero bueno, la visión a uno le afecta, obvio.
Certainly gonna make that error in judgment. Saw it happen in scrims when we were looking at players just getting warmed up.
¿Qué vas a jugar en Mixer si prendés? No tengo idea, obvio.
It's gonna go out now.
No tengo idea. A la noche no tengo ni idea.
So many times you think that you're just going to be sailing away with no problem, not a care in the world, and then you just end up losing all of your shields, all of your HP, and then that's it, you're done.
I've seen it countless number of times.
Minecraft dijiste. Además, tenemos que empezar el Minecraft, boludo, en Mixer.
But it's all about timing. Neither Mitro nor Mongrel were shot once on that rotation, and it was masterfully done right there.
Bueno, qué pega.
Beautifully catches someone trying to just kind of rotate on by in a shadow bomb, but that was not enough.
You are not safe from the shadows there, buddy. Another thing too was that when they were out of position for a brief moment, the way that they were able to just get back together, right? That patience with one another, the communication, you need to have it when you're getting down to these final moments. 25 duos are going to still be
Está muerto 900, sí, murieron, boludo.
They're going to have that high ground up above. Shouldn't be comfortable just yet.
Qué fiacunda, boludo.
Anything can happen here. Look at where that next circle is going to be going.
13.
Moves need to be made.
With that RPG, I mean, they can basically
Iniciaron Fortnite, a ver si da la recompensa.
That they want nor choose. Calculator looking around, already on 4 eliminations for Macwood. Macwood did say he's the fragger of the duo. We'll see if Calculator can keep up right now. I am just poking good fun because Calculator loves to talk a big game on the social media.
Buah, re extendido, boludo. Qué buena postura, la concha lora.
But right now, there is no fun and games to be had.
Guacho, ¿qué van a jugar así? Parece que no estás jugando.
Fortnite World Cup Finals. It's time to put up or shut up for a lot of these players.
Look at that, wasting no extra mats.
Chequean 37, boludo. La zona con que más quedó, la partida con que más zona quedó. ¿Cuánto tiene ese pibito, boludo?
There you have it. Out of the game once again. That duo, European powerhouse, gonna pay there to Dubs and Mega.
So far, so good. Macwood positioning right here. He is going to get blocked out with his teammate accidentally, but it's all good. This is still his ground to control right now. They have clear control of the skies here.
And they have a ton of builds to work with as well, Monster. 4 eliminations for Macwood. A great game for him thus far. That's 4 points for this duo.
¿Cuánto puede durar una partida así? ¿Media hora? Bueno, en realidad son todos más o menos igual, 27 minutos por ahí, ¿no?
Placement thresholds will be divvied out soon. There goes the Storm Surge already ringing down on players. Jay has to make a big move. Doesn't matter. Zate is going to wrap up right here as Keys goes down as well. And the shots are flying. And you can just look at the overhead.
Bueno, al fin y al cabo duran toda la partida igual, pues es hasta que se achique el punto, prácticamente.
Still in this, Saf. They're going to be in
tengo
first place. If they keep this going, another dominant game for them, another high-placing game could be the difference maker to keep them in that first place position. Up on the high ground, Calculator and Macwood putting down shots yet again, not giving players any moment to be comfortable whatsoever.
No juega retirado, ¿quién no juega así, boludo?
Rockets now starting to fly by Wolfies. Wolfies having to defend himself. Zate's going to be out of this one, so now it's going to be up to Saf. And Saf, he had to see his teammate go down, but his back's going to be to the storm there. Now looking at Mega, who's waiting this one out. He knows on the right side of the screen, you can see it down low, that these players, they're going to try and force their way into his box. So he has to play defense. He has to disengage.
Ay, la elfo. Claro que te toca este. No, gracias.
Saluda a mi amigo Facu Mendoza.
Facu Mendoza, un abrazo. Sí, nene, gracias. Tiene high son 2, boludo. La cadena no se puede ver. Ah, se puede ver los materiales. Tiene 300.
And now Oslo, Bad Sniper, one of the few duos that are still left in this game right here. Arkham somehow with a masterful rotation, he's still in as well. Bad Snipers at 11 eliminations with Oslo.
Está Dubs. Ah, pero aquí era random, así que no me gusta que usó la taxita porque fue random, boludo. Si tengo 5 euros cada semana que haces, no, amigo. ¿Crees que me dé un paro, amigo?
control away from Calculator
Está
and
locro.
Macwood. Oslo waiting for Vinny. You can see that engagement down low, but we got to focus on what's going on above here because Macwood and Calculator, they have their eyes on Dubs and Mega, and they do not want to give them that freedom to dictate where
Oslo,
they
¿qué?
want to
Este
go.
dio mucho la casa de papel.
Just
Nah.
eliminated Vinny on that, and it's going to be Oslo
Va,
and
Oslo
Arkham
era,
down
¿qué era
low,
Oslo?
but you're going to have a clash
¿Era la
of
capital de un
2v2
lugar?
in the high and in the
Ay,
mid
ay,
ground.
ay.
And Dubs and Mega feeling that pressure, needing to just dial back here.
En serio, por
Wait
acá
a minute,
bien, no,
wait a
está
minute,
loco,
because
Roque.
I think what they're doing is
Más arriba, ponelo.
they're going to run out of builds potentially. I mean, the play here certainly has just been defense.
Yes, that's right.
Una
Oslo's
ciudad
not
bobo,
left
sí,
by
ya sé,
himself.
boludo,
All
por
he
eso.
has to do is time this fighter fight, so long as he doesn't bother them.
Real
But Dubs and
Pilar,
Mega
no,
trying to
grande.
go for the high ground. And
Ay.
fatal error. They fall to the low here, Golden Boy.
This isn't looking good.
No, no.
Ultimate low ground. Oslo's going to be outside, but they get the elimination. Calculator and Macwood, they're
Ya
holding the
está.
high ground, and that's the
Es lo que
victory.
tiene Jai, boludo. Todas las partidas la misma mierda, boludo. Ya quedó el dúo. Siempre ganan dos, boludo.
Plus the victory royale, 19 points for that duo. Crushed it.
There was just something about the loadout, seeing that RPG once they already were holding the best point.
Dale, la concha lora que empieza la otra, dale, no descanso, dale, salga bien, dale.
Sure, and that's what Macwood did there. What was it, 7 eliminations? Hey, shout out to Calculator too. He got a couple at the end.
Yeah, he had his back. Most importantly, Dubs and Mega constantly playing that defense. Credit to Macwood and Calculator for the way that they
La fueron viola, siempre ahí, veo.
And then it was the shock.
Qué lástima el de el Dubs ese se fue con la... No, el Dubs no fue el Oslo. Que se fue a la mierda con el coso, veo. ¿Quién ganaba primera? ¿Quién ganaba primera? No me acuerdo. No de cantarla, no la sé, boludo. En un mundo ideal. No, no sé. Nunca vi Rey León. Hakuna Matata. ¿Esa?
And look how happy they were there.
Son malardos, no la aguante. Un mejor de 3 a Maya este.
Reactions right there.
What a game that was. Had a little bit of a slow ramp up, you know. But that's what Fortnite will do to you.
Gente,
you're just talking.
¿me la habrán dado o no?
About where the positioning is going to be, and then out of nowhere, boom, you're in the action, you're in the fight, and things start to get wild. Great game there. On the world stage, man. Look at that.
Gracias por ver Fortnite en YouTube. Sí, nene. ¿Quién quiere un graffiti? No lo sé, pero acá lo tenemos. Falta el camo mañana. Mañana el camo y ya está. Alta verga.
Second place, looking pretty. No victory royales for them thus far. You saw Zexro and Vinny do the same thing, but it's calculated.
Bueno, ahora King y Coso se quedaron en la B. Debe ir 20, 23. Por ahí, ¿no? ¿Cómo para tirar de YouTube para que venga la recompensa? Tenés que ir a YouTube, tu cuenta, ahora lo muestro. Para que termine esto, que lo muestre el otro y te lo muestro. Tira tu cuenta, configuración, cuentas sincronizadas, Epic Games y ahí pone la tuya. Y ya está. Y después ves esto. 23 no es la B, ganan los reguitas. Sí, ya sé, boludo. Ya sé.
Those pop-off moments, and here's a look at page 2. Any of these guys are still in the running right now.
Voy a la cama para ver los puntos. No sé lo que voy a hacer. Voy a sacar esto y voy a sacar esto. Así está la tabla. ¡Ay! No llega a ver ahí. Ah, no van a estar. No, no está ni top 20. Debe estar 25 o 30 por ahí. Hoy va a 9 puntos.
Because once you get into like game 5, a lot of players are going to be down low. Like really going to start to get a lot in the
Pensá que si la ganas ya se meten 10 casi
folks that
seguro.
are going to be sitting in top 10 right now, they're going to be feeling very nice about their current standings. For game 3 to be in second place.
Hay que ganar una,
and then Safin's 8 still performing so well.
¡Ah!
Dubs and Mega. Everyone has been rooting for them. They're like that wild card that came out of nowhere, and they really swept the competitive community hard lately.
Yeah, that's right. So I did get word. We have Jordan standing by with our winners from game 3. Jordan, take it away.
Top 50 ganan como $5.000. Han vuelto, boludo, para lo que ganaron en la clasificatoria. Andamos para ganar, debe estar dentro de top 50.
please pardon the pun, I have to say, calculated game here from Calculator and Macwood. Guys, well matted, well utilized. You dominated high ground, seemingly all of that in-game there. Walk me through that process of getting that high ground, attaining and
Claro, top 50 es el último puesto, boludo.
Well, we were able to pick up 2 lucky eliminations on that outer circle of fourth zone, I think.
Ganan 100k, 50 para cada uno. Ah, está bien entonces. ¿Qué lo sos, boludo? El peor puesto es el 50, claro.
Got lucky with a couple zones.
Amazing. Well, I mean, again,
Jero, te quiero mucho.
The strategy is
Jero, te quiero mucho. A partir del top 50 dice que gana, boludo.
Strategy, maintaining thus far. You guys have a very calculated and very patient
Por eso,
game,
pero bueno, el último decilo, boludo.
Ahí cayó. For the end of the next 3 games.
Shoot them in the
head.
Shoot them in the head. You heard it here first. Back to you, GB and Mons.
Anda, si clasificás ya ganás, campo.
Calculator gets one opportunity to show the world his prowess and knowledge of Fortnite. He just says shoot them in the head. You gotta respect it.
You know, some people, it's just that simple. And hey, man, maybe he's just wired that way, right? We're all wired a little differently. Calculator has clearly got his head on his shoulders.
Dale, campo, empieza otra, dale.
But Macwood was the one doing a bulk of the shooting in that last game. 7 eliminations for Macwood. You would expect the young Calculator to be the one that leads the charge on slaying, but Macwood, man, holding it down.
¿Cómo vamos, Gran, la B?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I mean, you know.
Va, no sé si van a ver, dije la B por decir.
But I think it's just important to note that you have to have.
Ojalá muera Fortnite.
Hater, que seas malo no significa que tenga que morir. Pete.
Yes, I mean, we've seen it from the start of every round. Some teams are just more aggressive than others, and they noticed it too.
A lot of great moments in that game, and good news for us is that we got Sundown standing by to break it all down.
8 está muy bien, está re bien, boludo. Muchos terremotos, pero top 8 está perfecto, boludo.
We just got to talk with Macwood and Calculator, but Dubs and Mega had an incredible game from the early end of the mid that they transitioned into a top 2 performance. So let's
¿Cómo
dive
conseguir
right on
graffiti
in,
eso? Te que
see
linkear tu
what
cuenta
allowed
con
to make them
Epic.
into the
En
top 3.
configuración de
First,
YouTube, ahí lo
put
pones.
elims in the bottom corner, but the rifle fire together. The second they see the shield is down, able to pick up 1. Mega is the one who is leading the charge here. He picks up all 4 of their first elims. You can see wall break down, and the trap is so intelligent. Double ticks going through, places the ramp so
Qué asco, boludo, eso, todo atravesado.
Pushes in 2 more elims, chug splashes. Dubs stays up.
Me decepcionó King, a mi contra decepcionás si hizo 6 kills en una partida de esta, boludo. Parece una falta de respeto, boludo.
Elim for
Está re
Mega.
tranqui
We
ese,
talked
man.
about how high their ceiling was. Unfortunately, using the shockwave to go down and end up at a low ground disadvantage. Calculator and Macwood able to ride it out, but now Mega and Dubs have pushed into that top 3, challenging to be the first ever World Championship duo. Possibly the highest ceiling, full qualified solos and duos. The question is, in the last half, the last 3 games, will they be able to keep it up? Will NA stay on top? Will Serpent and Hype represent Oceania and upset the apple cart? I'm about ready to see some hype myself. Let's throw it back inside for the last 3 games. Gentlemen, take it away.
Well, if you want hype, got you covered, baby, because these games have been incredible. And if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City.
Va 25, 27 por ahí.
We had 3 different winners across 3 different games. This is our duos competition. These players are playing for a lot of money in prizing. So much on the line here. Lives will change forever after today for those players that are on the stage and some of the folks you're seeing on your screen right now in, well, I would say in a different situation.
No, mostraste el tuyo de Sonic que dijiste,
Got Vinny and Zexro.
Ahora lo busco.
Right there. Zayton Sap, 3 games in, still
no lo tengo, pero bueno, muestra el grupo de WhatsApp que lo mandé.
Welcome, I'm Golden Boy alongside with Monster D-Face here.
Me caí fuerte.
A great day. Really, there's nothing more that you could possibly say about it. And as I had mentioned before, the prizing, the money that these guys are battling it out for this is it. First place will take home $3 million. Second place gets $2.2 million. Like, that's just absurd. You get in the, where is this here?
4 millionaires, 4 millionaire duos before the weekend is over. Not to mention all the fame and clout that comes with it. So I think you'll be pretty well off at that point.
Estaba así en el inicio de mi coso.
We're here
Miren.
to celebrate all of the competitors
Teaser de la temporada 10.
to the Fortnite World Cup final stage,
Cuidado con las
because
fotos,
those 10 weekends of qualifications were not easy.
Ah, está así en mi Twitter. Boom. The past is now.
That's where you really start to
Es una cuenta trucha, boludo, pero lo que me cagué, Fortnite Game. Lo que me cagué fue clave, boludo. Lo que me cagué, onda, scrolleando así, me cagué fuerte. No, gracias, Agu.
Sos un crack, amigo. ¿Podemos jugar juntos algún día?
Hago privadas casi todos los días a la noche.
And you know what? Every game so far, we've seen a new winner.
Pero modo blanco en 2019, sí, boludo. En el escritorio todo en negro, pero no, en celular no puedo, boludo, no me gusta el negro. Me pierdo mucho, boludo. No sé por qué. Juega fotos de eso.
I know it sounds like a cop-out answer, but
Son mentiras, sí, es una página trucha.
freaking idea, because it truly is up.
¿Qué cae en el dron?
It's up in the air. This is a battle royale game.
Sí, calculadora.
You can have Macwood and calculator. Just
y a la calculadora lo había matado King.
Now look, boom, they're going to be sitting in the top 10.
Recibe los 30 acá en mi monte, así.
We nearly saw it with Zay and Saf.
Mostrando el setup, hice un video y no estaba muy diferente. Solamente cambié los auriculares y los parlantes. Después hice todo, bueno, y el celular. Mira que te quiero. ¡No! ¡Ninja! Ninja, la concha de tu madre. La puta madre, acá está. Volvemos a Fortnite Official.
To make matters worse for everyone else in the server, they've been so consistent, deadly through and through.
Yeah, that's right. And they're in second place, no victory royale. So just showing that if you step to their box,
no lo vi de nuevo, boludo, la puta madre. Que supuestamente sale hoy a la noche.
Performance under
¿Sea creativa la noche? Vemos, no sé qué voy a hacer esta noche.
Fighting other players, fighting his way out of that
no, alta esquina, amigo, es buenarda.
Let's just hop into this.
No me quejaría ni en pedo, boludo.
They are known for sticking to the hip in PvP. Earlier today we saw Bolts get traded out, but it wasn't just like an easy trade. They were actually winning the engagement up until that point, just showing that they have the skill. And that's the OCE region, right? One of the most feared unit, feared regions here at the qualifiers, because of the fact that you just had to get a ton of elims. You had to be number one in the region.
When talking to players, I would ask them, what are you looking to avoid? And every time, if it was, you know, the NAU
táctica fue.
I'm just trying to avoid OCE or Brazil. I don't want to have to deal with that.
Bueno, ese está Mungrade Mitro,
Party Box style, and they just don't care who you are. They're going to go for the fight.
I mean, you saw Scarlet and Bell in that first game. I truly thought they were going to take the whole thing. It was so close.
Even Sinnoh in the Pro-Am yesterday, another top player
he finished second.
Finished second, and he was just
como aquí no hay nada, va top 25
different competition there, but he was just going into boxes. He didn't care, not a care in the world for them. Now Volks and Parpy, you find a player above here, right by the jet stream.
And he hit him once for whites already, so that means there is no shield on that player. You can have up to 100 effective shield. That player's dangerously weak, and folks just keeping an eye on him. He doesn't know if he slipped out already. He says, you know what, I'm going to go back to my teammates.
Sí, pero no puedo poner 0 direct en onda. Te da la opción de la ultra latencia corta, ultra corta latencia, sí, que es la que tengo puesta ahora, que son 2 segundos creo, y después hay mayores, segundo internet, como yo te puedo poner la más baja de YouTube, que igual sigue siendo alta a comparación de Mixer, pero bueno. Sí, 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 sí,
You would think for Jamside and SSK, like, hey, you know, we've been landing here,
¿Cuándo
haven't
vas a
been
arena? No
successful.
juego arena.
Do you mix it up?
Que
They
den
say, nah,
250,
I'm going to stick to my guns here. Because everyone's a winner, regardless.
Léeme más rápido y importante, pero de nuevo no tengo un chat ultra largo.
Week 6 qualifiers for them. And they just need that game, that one game. So many of these players, that one game that catapults them into the top 10.
Ay, qué skin fea la de Mungral, boludo. Y voy a preferir antes que otra.
You think to yourself, I am capable of being able to do this.
Mongrel looking for it
Ese
right
guerrero
here.
sí, no.
Love this dual perspective right now. Mongrel's actually looking for a side angle. He's going for the offense, pushing
Dale,
out.
Maxi, ahora lo veo.
Is
Termina
he
esta partida y lo veo.
tracking this player down? It's really hard to tell. They're getting into, really just going deeper into Neo Tilted. If you hang on the outskirts or by the slips, you're at huge risk for getting dived onto. It looks like they say, you know what, we're just going to continue to push on through those guys, dive off, and those markers are actually the trackers. They say, hey, you're going this way. Mongrel still wants a piece of this.
Keeping up with where players are moving in the crowd.
¿Cuántas partidas serán? Se supone que son 6. ¿Esta es la cuarta? ¿Confirmamos?
Some players made tilted towers their home. This was a drop spot for so
la
many,
cuarta.
the likes of Nick Merckx, Aiden, right? But it just, ever since it changed, you started to see players second guess whether or not they wanted to go to the new tilted. Talking to Aiden earlier.
Uy, qué buena skin le tocó a este chabón, amigo.
He had mentioned, like,
Me encanta esta mina, boludo. La mejor 800, boludo.
Just not something that he really
Qué linda,
wants
boludo.
to deal with. That's why
Son
you don't see
skins
him
de
going that way anymore.
Yeah, it's just a different lay of the land.
Complicado.
Things start to shift, different comforts kind of tend
Qué
to
regalo te dan
evolve and
cuadricular, no
whatnot here,
cuadricular, sino
but we have Twins
cuadricular y
and
verlo
Cover H
directo.
looking
Te dan dos
for a
grafitis y
push
mañana
down
te
right
dan
now, and
un
they have the
campo.
positioning, they have the high ground, and it's just a matter of, do we want to dive down? They don't want to give up their angle. They know this duo below them have a flint knock. Flint knock can do so much damage if you peek the wrong way. Minimal's gonna hit you for about 80.
This duo from New Zealand, we had
Dos vergas y
a
un
chance
camo.
to talk to them for that piece.
Dos vergas, no,
And
dos.
great to see
Sí,
that
dos
friendship,
vergas y una verguita.
communication that they'll have with one another, something that a lot of these duos that came together for
Nah, un saco y todo.
portion of the finals don't really have. They don't have that cohesion, that chemistry that these two will have, right?
Solo entra directo, entra y tiene que verlo 20 minutos.
As well.
Crazy to think there's 89 players in the lobby and 48 duos, so a lot
No
of
puedo
disengages,
ser una
a lot
verga,
of
no.
solos out there right now. Keenstar and Hunter
Mete la historia de esta
looking to defend themselves right now, and it's just a cat game right here, cat and mouse game. What are they going to do? They actually shockwave on out of there, and into the slip they go. They're out. They're trying to get away. That was a shadow bomb right there, and he's gone.
Yeah, I was a little worried about that duo that was coming in, but the storm is creeping up now. This is only phase 1. Nyx gets knocked by Zexro. Saw that in the elimination feed just a second ago. Item and Derox
Mende.
out in the wide open.
It looks like actually they saw
Aquí le
Mende
tocó la
right
Diana,
there
opa.
building by himself in a one poor wooden shack, and they're pushing the shack now. So Twins is gonna hear these shots off
Aquí
in
le
the
tocó la
distance,
Diana.
but looks like we're hopping over to the Loot Lake area where it's Macwood and Calculator.
Sale ahí switcheando.
Daedra and Miz. This is a top 10
Bueno, es una
contenders
paja,
right here.
boludo.
The game 3 winners now having to deal with Daedra and Miz. Shots as well, snipe shot. You just heard
Ay,
that one,
Dios,
sweep by
qué mal que
Daedra.
escribo.
Need to be careful there. There's some more shots being laid out.
Oh, qué buena
Disengage
skin,
as
amigo.
well. And they're just really pushing them away from here because you got to get to that safe zone. Don't want to have to deal with the
Ahí lo va a
storm,
entender.
obviously. It's still early games here, so you're not going to be...
Para la zona segura con su compañero también, Yuan.
Que van a dormir, me dan estos pibes, boludo.
Son 2 puntitos ya que están sumando en cuanto a muertes se refiere este dúo sin mucha acción de momento. Deciden parar un stop, tomar un chapuzón fresco ahí del laguito que está. Y hacer el buen loot también, porque bueno, ir mejorando, buscar
No,
un arma en la
alta
cual
skin
uno
le
se
tocó al
sienta
zone.
cómodo. También es una cuestión de
Bueno, otro
suerte.
en
a
inglés.
veces.
Es una cuestión de suerte porque puedes estar
Pero muestran
buscando
aquí.
tu arma favorita, tu arma necesaria.
Poneme ahí,
Tal
va,
vez
y
no
alto
la
gobierno,
encuentres
güey.
en todos los lugares que estás buscando. En este momento vemos al señor Sound que está teniendo una escopeta y una M4 gris que no sé si va a ser totalmente de su agrado. Y mientras tanto están buscando ahí al señor King que dice, vamos a dirigirnos a este lugar. Creo que he visto a alguien, creo que he visto a que seguía a alguien, no lo sé.
eBay. Ay, soy una mierda, boludo, soy una mierda. Sí, Amazon.
Para que no venga nadie a cometer un snipazo como habíamos visto ya en las anteriores partidas, que siempre puede haber un snipazo, un tiro ahí en la cabeza, ¿no? Que
el volumen otro, pasa en, no tiene sentido.
Son de mis favoritos, te soy sincero, es que una manera...
Es la primera partida esa, boludo. Iba con Rey, boludo.
Una especie de adivino, apuntarle adelantado, cuando llega y conecta la bala, ¡paz! Directamente al piso, lo noquea. Y a mí particularmente me hace vibrar bastante. ¿Las tuyas cuáles son?
Efecto especial, ¿qué necesitas,
pero me gusta mucho también ese juego de estrategia que hacen entre dos, entre cuatro, que es como cuando lo vas encerrando a uno y no puede hacer absolutamente nada, lo dejas totalmente nervioso.
Puro tiro, acá están farmeando, más re aburrido, boludo.
Contra su presa, pero...
Lo dejo acá al lado y si veo que hay acción lo pongo, dale. Lo dejo acá al lado, mirá. Lo dejo acá al lado, yo lo veo. Yo lo veo. Lo voy relojeando.
Wow, he actually sent a shot when the explode came in and hit Cease
Okay,
with that. What? How was Cease knocked right there?
Just, again, when it comes to Fortnite, you never know what you're really going to expect here.
Ahí lo mataron.
Pull something out of the hat and surprise
Sí,
you each and
calculadora.
every time. I was looking over at Macwood, who's playing defense calculator. Now really having to deal with two players angling shots at
him.
Acá está lo chido. Macwood back into a fighting position, a fighting posture to help his buddy out.
And it's so unfortunate because they were just about to push to seal the deal on Elevate.
No, justo empezó la acción y lo sacaron a Zone. Bueno, justo le empezaron a disparar.
I love it right there. He uses the stinkers to back him off, and since he doesn't take damage from it, he pushes right into enemy territory here. He's so offensive. He's on the enemy traps.
Oh, man.
Macwood gets owned right there.
Not what you wanted to see happen after winning game number 3, but
Elevate.
Before. They just need that moment to pop off so everyone here in New York can see what they're capable of. Such a great duo, but now having to deal with another fight. But to Elevate, what a shot there. On Calculator, sending him packing.
Calculator did a great job, though. He did win his straight off against Cease. Ronaldo and Zipper just nearby, though. Looks like they heard the commotion there.
Esta y dos más.
It's Nowhere's lurking about. He was like, you know what, getting closer, trying to see what he can do here. And Zip's going to fall down here because of the shockwave.
Yeah, Norwood was the one down low, hearing all
Acá están en quilombo, pero están chumeando más que nada. Están encerraditos chumeando.
Ronaldo. Now in front of us.
Sí, era trampa ahí.
Just get ownership of it, but the ramp is going to be placed, giving him time to wiggle out of that moment of time.
And Norwood actually used all of his shockwaves there to disengage.
Yeah, it's not really worth it. By yourself, evidently. Oh, man.
Acción.
Norwood.
Tenemos acción.
Que está ahí como diciendo, ¿quiénes serán estos? Vamos a ver quiénes son ahí. Hay alguien que no le podemos ver el nombre. Vamos a ver que, pero sí, el señor Kitten ahí está buscando esos balazos, está buscando el cabezazo a esa bala.
Esa cabecita la que me da miedo, porque Sawa está medio saliendo y podría conectar con él. Es peligroso, pero parece que no le tiene miedo. Quiere forzar este enfrentamiento realmente. Vamos a ver si recúan sus rivales o si se van al enfrentamiento. Yo los veo bastante agresivos y decididos a buscar la pelea.
Ahí ya podemos ver el nombre en pantalla. Vemos que ya también lo quieren cazar como sea y vemos cómo saca ese snipazo también. Están haciendo las construcciones y las ediciones pertinentes. Ahí vemos cómo ya los quieren hostigar totalmente. Están haciendo ahí las construcciones también para reforzar un poco su casa. Vemos cómo ha sido también derribada.
Su casa.
Están construyendo lo mejor posible para que esas balas no les den. Tienen que tener mucho cuidado como para que no reciban demasiado daño a la hora ya de hacer el enfrentamiento.
Así mismo se mantienen ahora en un piso más abajo nuevamente. porque ahora eran ellos los que estaban siendo acorralados. Dejó un poco de materiales para su compañero también. Estaban haciendo el buen trade ahí. Tenemos a Shade por otra parte sin eliminaciones, pero que va a buscar y se llevaba su primera muerte. Parece que quiere la segunda también su compañero, que lo terminaba de
prefiero no verlo, perdón, gente.
Este señor que está
pero es una verga, boludo.
Así que es fiel candidato ya para...
Es una verga, perdóneme, boludo.
Oh, and Zip is out of here.
Si veo acá que matan o algo, voy al otro. Dale.
I think I could have sworn I saw Funk there, but no, I think that was Elevate. Apologies, that was Elevate. That
sí.
But the secure was there. Moving on now, taking a look at the other side of the map. We have Stompy and Shinken still in the game. Mongo and Nitro, Benji, Savage, Aqua. All of these duos, very, very powerhouse duos here. Close by right now.
No, sí, abuelo.
4 eliminations for Benji Fishy. 36 duos.
Saca, boludo, el altavoz. Sale.
It's going to be a loot late circle. So some water. Players will just have to build over. Nothing that these guys can't handle. Oh, a lot of open air, though. Lots of open air.
All right, Benji's at 4 eliminations here.
He's been having a good game. They've been playing well.
Playing very good. 4
elims.
Just
the final moments, right?
This early in the game to have 4 elims is huge. And I love what they're doing right now, just fishing for damage, because Storm Surge, you never want to be under the pressure of the Storm Surge. They know that with 50 players in the lobby, dependent on the zone, Storm Surge will activate, excuse me. So Force is the perfect tool, perfect utility to have.
Can take some damage down on any of these players.
Now looking at this. ¡Ay! Se está cagando a tiro acá, Ah, no, es el viejo. Están viendo lo mismo que nosotros vimos hace 2 segundos, boludo. ¿Qué 2 segundos? 1 hora. Mira.
It hasn't really been their event so far.
Dude.
6 elims.
That's insane. Having 6 eliminations already. Take a look at this stat right here. Damage dealt, 842. The match average, every other player on average, 176. That's not even enough to take out a player with shield and health. So they're doing a lot of work on this lobby right now. And they are here to play. Looks like they're going to find themselves another spot. This is actually an interesting spot. But it's all good because they have launch pads. They can get up and over this cliff lip right here. And they're backside safe, so all they have to do is protect their forward angles.
Se me agarró frío, voy a prender estufa. Me dice si ven algo que matar o algo. Mira esa bola, imagínate y ¡pum! Me explota. Mirá, estaba todo para el culo, De la nada explotaba, boludo. La chica puede salir en octubre, ya, por eso. ¿A casa?
Oh my, I'm dead. Nice! Nice!
Eso es clave.
Oh my god, nice.
Eso es clave. Eso es clave, que ponga más de su voce, boludo.
And that's why this is one of the best duos in Fortnite. Way to clutch up in those moments,
Eso es clave, boludo.
The nerves, they have to be shaking there.
En cambio el otro te dice que está armando su casita, boludo.
Love it. Love to see it.
Get out there and get yourself a duo that's gonna clutch up for you today in the Fortnite game.
If your friend ain't doing it, drop him. You don't need him.
That's right, but you heard him. He said we're gonna win, loud and confidently. Mongrel and Mitro are here.
And they're here to win this game. That's the mission. But everyone else,
all
33 duos that
no
remain have that same
que me parecía que
objective in mind.
57. Te he dicho que no, cualquiera.
I think that circle does work out for them just a tad.
And there it is, Storm Surge. It's now live.
Sí, Alex.
And it's going to hurt some people.
You either have to do damage or less than 50 players have to be in the lobby. So 6 players, 6 individual players right now are under it. Yep, that's it. Gustavo gets over right there. Is Wish going to be able to do something about it?
Storm Surge in effect. Dubs and Mega once again. They're in 2nd place in the leaderboards. 3 games have worked out very, very well for them.
And they can see that effect.
Ay, lo mataron aquí. Lo mataron aquí.
51 players. Only 1 player needs to be eliminated, and that will be it.
Says, you know what? We ballin'. They're going. They're trying to get that zone plan for placement right now. And do you blame them? Why not? They're in the lead right now. All they have to do is consistently skate through. They've gotten through the hardest part, the beginning. They're warmed up. As Mega is trying to fish around here and get a good spot in. Looks like they get themselves a little bit more real estate, but their pressure is in because the baller players come in.
Right in front of them too. More defense. Shades of game 3 when they were in a similar spot, but this was from the high ground. This time right in front of them. They can take a moment to reset.
Definitely did cost a fair amount of metal right there. Mega now on 300 metals, trying to inch his way to that fence nearby.
Amigo, acá todavía sigue vivo King. Amigo, acá sigue vivo King. Es una mierda.
Back to Mr. Savage and
Está ahí, mirá.
Fishy. With the minigun so good.
Mira, ahí está King.
Plays.
Ahí lo mataron. No, háblame de delay, boludo.
Potential movement. Snaking is what you would hear players often mention. They tunnel out, give themselves some coverage. You need a lot of materials for that.
Hola, Oti.
Then the artillery strike from up above, a new item that was added. You can build around and give yourself some defense. So really it's just waiting it out rather than having to move out of the blast area. 5 elims for Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy.
Ahí lo mataron.
This has certainly been a dominant game for EU thus far.
Yeah, for sure.
Top 30.
Wang takes out Rote right there. EU player is going to go down. Rote gets the trade out, though. Must have been the zone here as we are cutting across here. Micho's trying to find some real estate here. Is he going to be able to set up? He's going for the high ground. A little bit of a build-up, but Mongro's got it under control. He's got the high. Who's putting some pressure down? Yeah, he's getting the shot straight across here, Golden.
Yeah, there was a duo right on the other side there that Mitro was concerned about. So he goes low. Then really, wherever you go, there are going to be players looking right at you. And sometimes you just manage to incur the wrath of the entire server. Luckily for Mitro, that did not happen quite yet. Saf, I just saw Saf get dropped. Zate's going to be separated from his teammate there across the side. And that is the circle creeping on forward. It's going to be open air, open space for them. So the ballers will have space to move around and try to survive here. This is it. It's coming down to the final moments, Monster, for a lot of these players. The pressure's on.
Yeah, Saf has already been taken out, so Zate is left to fend for himself here. Can he play for placement? We already know Mongro Mitro were split up. Can they find themselves amongst the chaos here? Aqua and Nyrox are holding up the high ground here as well, and that's a scary duo. Way up top, uncontested.
Not someone that you want to have.
No sé si hizo kills.
Mitro, 6 builds remaining. After this, doesn't really have much left to work with, and the builds go away pretty much instantly. Zate gets eliminated, so that's going to be the end of the duo.
¿Para qué? Voy a llevar 30 años atrás.
Y
ya no hay nadie que me interese.
Out as well. 4 eliminations for the duo. The bottom right of your screen. Mega very capable of being able to punch us out by himself, but it will not be easy.
Yeah, Mongro actually just slips into the low ground too right now. So he's trying to stay
no conozco a nadie, no es por no conocer a ese.
It's Boren who gets taken out right there by Mongro. So he's still in the running. Mega goes up and gets traded as well. Vinny's still here too. So many solos remain right now, but there are still several duos in the game here, Golden.
And the scariest duo is going to be up above. It's Aqua and Nyrox. They're tarping this up, and they're putting down shots wherever they can. If they can get a few more eliminations, a few more points, that will jettison them up the leaderboards.
Elevate has 7 elims as well right now. He has 7 already. Rojo jumps out of the box. Wolfie's still in the game.
Controller player.
Otra vez lo del high ground. Tienen los dos vivos y con una banda de vida, boludo.
It has worked out for him thus far. Elevate is out of the game. 7 eliminations for him, 7 points, not bad at all, and you're going to get the placements to boot. Still, Aqua and Nyrox up above. Then you got Benji Fishy in the game. 5 eliminations for him, 6 total with Mr. Savage's 1. Oh, there's a player in front of me. He popped up.
No lo vio.
Oh, that's so scary there. But Benji Fishy is eliminated by Sky.
Sky has been around the competitive scene for a long time, and for good reason right there. Nyrox now owning from the high ground, putting that pressure down.
Mundial femenino, la concha lora.
Initiated right there, but it's not going to be enough. This is their map to control right here in the final moments. They're the only duo standing, Golden Boy.
This is their game to win. The cooler duo. Is this going to happen? As they're putting the pressure on these players down low. They're synergized, they're communicating, and they're ready to pick up this victory royale in Game 4.
He only has 10 builds. This is very intense. Both of them don't have much here. He's going to put all the splashes down. Is that the decision right there to commit? Looks like the shockwave is going to
le tocó el caballero negro, clave.
And now they're in the zone here. What's going to happen here? This is so close.
5 players remaining. Few left as the shockwave is going to send him all the way up. Nyrox takes out Falconer down low, and he's wrestling with everyone. But Nyrox is out. Oh no, he does manage to get the elimination.
¡Qué pegó!
7 eliminations for the duo.
¡Qué pega!
For Nyrox and Aqua.
Huge shockwave play in the final moments right there. It's going to propel him to the high ground and allow him to work top down. But not only that, it chucked everyone into the zone for a couple of seconds right there. So it truly was the ultimate disruption right there.
The shockwave, the end of the game, will just change everything.
Ay, qué paja, boludo, el revólver que se fue a la loma del culo. Ay, le dio la kill justito, boludo.
He just went down low. He wanted to get scrappy with him. He goes down.
El escopetazo ese fue muy clave, boludo. Aparte tiene una banda de vida el otro. Menos mal, boludo. Un chabón, ¿en serio? Ah, bueno. Qué pega, boludo.
To hit your shots, you must hit your shots. Look at that. Stompy, Jinkin have talked about Aqua and Nyrox as players to look out for. They're scary competitors on the scene, and good to see them take a victory royale.
Bueno, quedan 2 partidas, gente.
EU, right? So we've had 2 NA, 2 EU now. You know,
vamos a Mixer. Vamos a terminarla ya, gente. Así estamos más de chill. Ya saben. Machete Vilches todos juntos. Me siguen allá. Me ayuda una banda. Si tienen Sparks los tiran. Me ayuda una banda. Y acuérdense, hay 0 delay. Así que allá estamos hablando al toque. Así que vamos para Mixer, mixer.com/Machete Vilches todos juntos. Besitos, nos vemos en 2 minutos y seguimos con esto. Chau.